And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Titch and Geezer's Friday night chat along. I was just saying to Geezer off air, I ain't got nothing planned, nothing scheduled. I don't want to talk about rumors and all that shit because I think it's a waste of time. So we'll just see how the conversation flows. But what's been going on with you last week since we last sat down here?
Oh, nothing. For some reason, my Achilles has blown up, swollen up, and don't know why. Didn't do anything to it. You know, I do a long walk every day, most days. And just one evening, it started being sore. Next day, I could hardly move. So that's what it's been like for the last 2 days. Been limping around.
Is it painful or just sort of?
Yeah, it's quite painful, and especially when you first get up in the morning, I can't put any weight on it at all. Just got to try and ease it, get moving. Fucking hell, man. Don't know what it is. You know, it's something to do with the Achilles.
Oh,
but there you go.
Yeah, because normally you'd know, like if you was doing running and then you'd done it, you'd know. But you just kind of can't pinpoint where or how. Could be like a trapped nerve or something then maybe.
A what?
It could be like a trapped nerve or something like that. If you haven't done anything of note.
Yeah, there was no incident that started it, so I just don't know. But there you go.
Have you got the house ready for your guests next week or this week?
Exactly. It couldn't have happened at the worst time. I was cleaning up, doing shit all around the house, and then this and yesterday I couldn't do fuck all. I still got a bit to do, you know. They're coming. They'll be there Tuesday.
So you still got a bit to do there.
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll just ease up and I'll be able to get it finished. Not major shit.
Right, let's see who we got here.
A few places need doing.
Right, look who's here. I was going to say this. There's two people. Whether they was here or not, I was going to mention them straight away. You know, when you subscribe on YouTube, my things are set to private. So if I subscribe, you won't know I'm subscribed. You won't get email. I got an email the other day saying Adam Frankel has subscribed to your channel. I was like, yes. You know, like obviously I haven't promoted. We ain't promoted, I should say. And then this person also, I got a notification, which is Fresh Fielder. So yeah, I'm glad that you two somehow stumbled upon this channel.
What happened? What happened there? Though I was Frankel and CW, Charlie Walsh. They done a stream with Reese. It was fucking hell. I've lost my head. I can't get funny right. Peaches. It was 2 years of Peaches' anniversary, right? So they done a show during the week, and it was obviously really early. It must have been 4 a.m. they started, or 5 a.m. for me. And I woke up and saw it was on. So I popped on they've been on 3 hours. I popped on for the last half hour, and it was Charlie Walsh, who mentioned your channel on there. I said, you know what I mean? I say fuck all.
Yeah.
And Charlie said, mate, I said even if I'm not there, I said I watch it every week. Charlie, or he listens to it while he's dottering about doing his stuff.
I believe that as well.
And so he promoted it and told Frankel about it, and so obviously Sean, I'm guessing Fresh Fielder, Shawnee, he must have watched the stream and picked up on it. They said it was Titch TV. So.
Do you know what? I thought I was going to ask you, but obviously Geezer got here just as he was going live. I would have said to you, I thought maybe when you lot was on Wednesday, you might have mentioned it.
No, we haven't done.
Yeah,
we've had a few weeks off with the Wednesday thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know West Ham Random was live because obviously I'm subscribed on Hammers Fans United. Clearly I haven't done anything on there, so I'm always logged in now on this channel. So I wouldn't have got any notifications. So I'm gonna watch that video though. I'll definitely watch that video when we finish. I'll put that on. But yeah, much appreciated, man. Just before I get to the chat, we don't really do too much on it, Freshie. We do actually when the season's going, we do like a prediction show where there's a little point scoring system and all of that. Obviously, once the season's done, we've just been chatting. We had the Euros and all of that, but it's more like a social type thing. yeah, in time, I'd hope to maybe get a little bit busy again. But for now, it's once a week, every Friday we do this, and if I can do a bit more, then yeah. But yeah, I'm glad you could come and see what we're doing anyway. But appreciate that. Right, as always, greeting. Right, Robert Singleton, greeting from Lampeter Well. Did I pronounce that right?
Lampeter.
Lampeter.
G'day, Robert. Gee,
Lampeter, wow.
Lampeter.
What are you
That's
doing
a
in
name
Wales?
I've not heard.
Is that how you pronounce it? Lampeter.
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
Interpreter. It's yes, a place I've not heard of. Is it coastal, Robert, or not? Could be
So
coastal.
I didn't even see what Freshie wrote. Well, Titch. Oi. No, sorry. Oi, Titch. Hope you're doing well, mate. Great, mate. Yeah, I'm good, man. Freshie, like I said, I was pleasantly. No, I was happy when I see you and Frankel's name pop up as subscribers. So yeah, don't expect too much from over here, apart from consistency. We're on every Friday, around about 10. And when we get back to the prediction show, it's all fun and games, but it's quite good where everybody can score points and we see who wins. And this season we will keep like a league table, so we'll accumulate all of the points. Anyway, big up my brother Lawrence Watkins. Good evening from Lexington, Kentucky. Common your wines. Big up Lawrence, as always. Fresh Fielder, Robert and Fresh. Big up Inky boy. Inky says evening all. How you doing, Inky? How is your college course going? Is it? Yeah. How's your studies going? Larry, only what we got here? Inky, Robert. Frankel live on Peach Anniversary. Yeah, sorry, like I said, I'm subscribed obviously on Hammers Fans United, but I'm logged in on Titch TV. So I was oblivious, but I will watch that. How long was it?
Oh, it's 3.5 hours, mate. You won't get through that.
I'll put it on. I will put it on once we finish here and me and Geezer's finish speaking and that.
I got on for the last half hour, like just say hello. You know what I mean? So
I was unaware, completely unaware, and fucking 2 years already.
Myself, I think they just decided just to do it the day before. I don't think it was anything too much planned in it. Yeah.
I didn't even realize. Time flies, and I had no idea. It's a shame, but I can still watch.
No, when you think 2 years, where the fuck's that gone? That 2 years, man. Fucking went quick.
That's real quick. That's the good thing. You know what's funny? I always think like the good thing about YouTube is, like, for instance, I missed that, but I haven't really missed it because I'll just go back and watch. You understand? So, that's a good thing. I'm gonna definitely watch that. Lawrence says they gave you a good shout, Titch. Except for that Yankee cap. Sorry, Lawrence. Okay, so his dad was on there as well.
Apparently so. He was there for a few minutes, and went off. I think so. I didn't say I came on last night. I missed most of it. Right.
Freshie says, mate, I've missed you. So glad you've been stuffed in the far reaches. Yeah. So Freshie, just with my channel, there was like 4,500 subscribers. When it came to monetization, they wanted me to delete a lot of videos, like all the comedy stuff and all of that stuff, which I thought I ain't doing it. And then I deleted a few videos, not the comedy stuff, which was a lot of it is expressions and that, which then they don't tell you what videos you need to remove. So I thought, I'm not doing this shit. Like, fuck it. Then, I had certain personal family things sort of got in the way of all of this as well. So this took a backstage. I thought, you know what, let me just start again, do it on here. And it's quite, we get the same people in. It's more intimate, and it is what it is. So that's why. So but I'm glad. I'm glad like someone like yourself you found us again. Anyone been watching it? No, the opening Olympic celebration. That's what I was going to speak about. Yeah, let me know. Sorry, let me just get. There's only a few here. Fresh, I am the prediction king. Just saying. Yeah, Lawrence is the best at it. Mid Wales nearest town is Cardigan. If I spell that. Hard and boring. Oh, he's studies. And Freshie, this is Inky. So I know you won't know him, but Freshie, Inky, Freshie. Okay, doing stuff. One sec. I missed your. I've been doing stuff in the far reach. Okay, sorry. So he's been doing stuff. Let us know what you've been up to. Right. So the Olympics. I haven't seen none of that. I only realized the Olympics were on because Morocco v Argentina. Did you hear about that?
No.
So the game kicked off at 3 p.m. and finished at 7 p.m. Argentina scored, like, don't quote me on this, they scored in like the 116th minute equalizer. Moroccan fans went mad. Then the game was maybe abandoned so they could clear the stadium to finish. When they came back two hours later, VAR said that the goal was offside. The offside was like another fucking ridiculous thing. So it ended up 2-1. So all of that shit where the Moroccan fans are kicked off, you didn't need to kick off because the goal was disallowed anyway. But yeah, it took 2 hours to finish the game. So yeah, 4-hour match without extra time.
It just gets better, doesn't it? It's crazy.
So yeah, so I haven't seen it. I just like saw the little articles and stuff. So yeah, the Olympics is underway. Mascherano is in charge of Argentina, I believe. I'm trying to think.
Wow.
So yeah, what's been going on? Like, what do you look? What's been going on in the football world, but not rumors and stuff? Like,
Same here. I've not been watching it for weeks now. Any rumors? I see the thumbnails. You know, if I flick up,
exactly.
I've seen that, and I found that what made me laugh this morning was yesterday. I see about Amrabat. Gio's gone. West Ham agree a deal with this Moroccan right back from Bayern Munich. That was yesterday's.
Yeah.
And this morning I see the next deal is off.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So there you go. That's rumours for you, and the transfer merry-go-round, isn't it? It's on, it's off. So I can't be arsed with all that. I mean, a lot of people love it. You know, get into it. Who we're going to sign? I'd rather just wait till it's happening. We know it's happening. Then I'll take interest. But I find it hard to get interested with rumours, and we seem to be trying to sign loads, and we really haven't done a lot. Because before I was saying, look, early doors people were panicking. We haven't signed him. Take it. The fucking window weren't even open then. But now we're getting to a few.
Now you're panicking, aren't you?
Well, not panicking, but hang on. There's about 3 weeks, 4 weeks to the start of the season. You think, fucking hell, it might be time to land a couple more. I think we've got Kilman, haven't we? And we've got the young Guilherme. Yeah. And I'm sure that's enough. We've sold Downs. From the thumbnail, I see one Gio video. It's about that. I want to see that because I like that Girard. I think he was on. I remember him playing for Villa when Watkins was injured, and he impressed me. And that's ongoing. Whether we're going to grab him or not. So
I heard that we'd offered 35 mil plus. I can't remember the young player's name, 18-year-old.
Yeah, Orford.
But yet they apparently. Then I saw another article said that they want more money in that deal. So,
right.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. Right, let me see what's happening.
Yeah, this 40 million's getting up there, isn't it?
Right, you know what I'm going to do? I thought before we went live, I thought today, because you're not here next week, are you?
No, very doubtful.
Nah, so you lot, I doubt I'll come on by myself because every video we've done on this channel has been both of us together. But anyway, what I'm going to do throughout this show is, and we'll break it up, so we won't just go. So just keep note of what you said. We'll start from the top, and we're gonna pick the order of where we think, just a little concept for the show where everyone's gonna finish this season. But we won't do it all in one go. We'll just do that, speak about something, whatever. We might do 2 or 3 at a time. So hopefully Malk and all of them can join. But just quickly, us two and whoever's in the chat, who's gonna win the Premier League? So we're gonna go from 1 to 20 throughout the show, and we're trying to remember what we said.
You've got to give me a week's notice when you come up with it.
No.
I haven't even thought, you know what I mean? I've not really thought about football much for the last couple of months. Even the Euros, I was only half interested in, to be honest.
Me too.
That honestly is what Moyes has done to me. He fucking took my love away. I need to get it back. Yeah. Like, I was convinced Man City would win it last year. I never wavered from that from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
I just wonder whether there'll be a changing of the guard this year. Third time lucky for Arsenal. I don't know, man. I really, yeah. Would you take a punt on Arsenal? I don't want to pick Arsenal because I don't fucking like them. Right? So, I don't know, man.
I
still think Man City are the biggest threat. They're the team to beat.
I haven't prepared for this at all. Like same as you. Like obviously, I just thought. Like, I like to have some sort of concept when you go live. I don't want to. Anyway,
yeah.
I haven't thought about this, but I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know if Arsenal have just missed their chance. I don't know. Do you understand? I don't know if they are gonna win the league with Pep still. I don't know. It's just I'm thinking that they had like I'm not sure whether Arsenal would be the ones that.
That's what I mean, because the first time that they got close, right, that was their chance.
Yeah, definitely.
I didn't think they were going to win it last year. I thought City would come strong, and they did. They just put 20 odd matches fucking together without losing. I always thought they'd do that, and they wouldn't be able to catch it. But the first year, they should have won that, Arsenal. If they hadn't had that fucking stint where they fucking lost games they shouldn't have done. Even we beat them, didn't we? It was
last season we beat them twice.
Not even before.
Oh yeah, we drew 2-2 with them when they was winning. Were they winning 2-0? I think we drew 2-2. Did we?
Was that it? Well, we cost them points anyway.
Yeah. The season before.
Shouldn't have done. So yeah, that was their chance, and I never thought they'd do it last year. So what's changed? You know what I mean? I always thought they needed that out-and-out goal scorer to bring it in. Declan Rice, fantastic, but I needed that. That boy's going to get him 30 goals, 25, 30 goals. I don't think they've signed that yet. They might have done it in this window. I don't know. But I still can't see past City. They've got so many good young players, City, coming through as well. And I don't know if they've added. That's the thing, because I've took no notice of this transfer window. I don't know if they've strengthened City and Arsenal or not. I haven't got a clue. But still, if I was pushed, I would still pick City.
You know what? I'm putting our names down here, and then I'll just put what everyone's put, so you lot don't need to do it. Right. Right. So Lawrence says I get tired of the channels with all the rumors. Sign and put the kit on. After that, I care. Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Right.
And Robert says that exactly. Right. Open. Right. Hold on a minute. I don't get this. Robert says the opening celebration for the Olympics is tonight. But as far as I was aware, the Olympics started already, because obviously we had.
Yeah, but the football always starts before the opening presentation.
Why?
I think because of the timing. You know, they need more time to get the games done.
Oh.
Because that starts before the Olympics actually start.
And it's in Paris, isn't it, the Olympics?
Yeah.
Right, so Freshie says Man City. 1 sec.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep this. This would be quite a long. Man City. 1 sec. City. Who we got here? Lawrence says, can't say until I see everyone's team. No, don't worry. We'll do it after that as well. Just play along, Lawrence. So we'll do it. We'll do this. I would say after season has started as well, we'll do it again. But this is just something to add to tonight. Right, Robert says Arsenal. Robert. Arsenal first. Who we got here? Inky says Man City to win it. Again, that would be 5 on the trot. They've already set a record by winning 4 top division titles in a row. 1 sec. Who's that? Inky.
Everyone goes straight for Man City.
Inky says every time it autocorrects.
Unless, mate, they could be the Arnie Slot, could be the man for Liverpool, and
King,
or not.
Roy Keane don't seem to think so. I saw a little thing of him where he's like, nah.
He doesn't.
Nah. He's like, oh shit, I saw it. He's like, yeah, basically like, he said they got no chance. Right, have I got everybody? Right, I'm gonna go for One sec. Freshie says, we beat them at home in the Carabao Cup and at their gift in the league. Yeah, but I think Geezer was talking about the season before where we drew 2-2. Remember they went for that little period of just dropping points. We do 2-2. I think they drew with Liverpool after winning 2-0 as well. Everton latest takeover collapses. Good. Apart from the I don't know, what is that? Robert says apart from the, what is that?
Don't know, I can't see the emoji.
Yeah, I can't see what emoji that is. Right, Lawrence is saying Liverpool. He didn't want to pick, but he's going to say Liverpool. Liverpool. Right. Who did you say? City, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Man City. And I will go with... Oh, surfing in Tahiti. Who's surfing in Tahiti? Hold on, what have I missed there? Surfing in Tahiti. Liverpool not in the top 3 for me, says Inky. That's right.
Yeah.
We came back from 2-0 down. Yeah, so yeah, that was the season you're talking about. Remember, they was 2-0 up. We drew 2-2 with them. And in that same period, they drew. I think they was beating Liverpool 2-0 and then drew with them as well. They lost to some. Yeah, so in the 4-5 game period, they threw it away. The season before last. Inky says Leeds. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna pick the safe option. I'm gonna go Man City as well. It's gotta be, surely. Yeah, I'm going Man City.
Yes.
But we'll get back. Right, you lot. Before we move on to anything else, we'd go with who's gonna finish second. So we'll just do it in little increments or whatever. Oh, sorry. The surfing for the Olympics is in Tahiti.
Tahiti. All right. Yeah. Well, not much surfing. There's not much surfing in Paris, is there?
So, Robert, is there any other event taking place outside of France? Because what about the winter? Oh no, sorry, the Winter Olympics is different, isn't it? Yeah, that's different. Is there anything else going on that's not in France apart from the surfing? Here we go. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry, Fresh. Do it like that, actually. Yeah, you don't do it like that, so then I don't need to do. Right. So Chelsea is he's next. I'm gonna put it in anyway.
Yeah, that's not.
Chelsea second. Yeah, do what he done so that if you lot keep order, but I'll do it. Chelsea. Inky is also saying Chelsea in second. Inky. Chelsea.
Not a bad fault, that, Chelsea.
The only thing is Chelsea are obviously playing on a Thursday are they in the Europa? And they demoted. No, sorry. Chelsea got demoted into the Europa Conference because Man United won the FA Cup. So they're playing Thursday in that, which really, if it depends how they approach it, but they should be the hot favourites. They should be the hot favourites for that.
Mate, Chelsea have got 50 players, mate. They can stick another team out there for that game. I don't think that's going to be an issue then. Really don't.
Right, he says he don't know, but breakdancing is included in the Olympics. Yeah, breakdancing. Listen, I screenshot some. You know, because we've spoken about, you know, the difference between, you know, the men and women's sports. There's obviously a reason why it's separated. This was from, just going back to, you know, we've always, right. In 1998, Serena and Venus Williams boldly asserted that they could defeat any male player ranked outside the top 200. So, in all fairness to them, they didn't try and say in the top 10 or they did say, you know, outside the top 200. They said we can beat any man outside the top 200, right?
Yeah.
Their confidence led to a unique challenge from Carsten Brosh. I don't know. Anyway, who was ranked 203rd at the time. Known for his unconventional training methods, including a fondness for cigarettes and a few bottles of lager, Brosh accepted the challenge during the Australian Open's Battle of the Sexes. The matches were eye-opening. Brosh won against Serena 6-1 and then against Venus 6-2. This encounter sparked debates about gender and athletic prowess, highlighting how even seasoned professionals can have surprising outcomes. Now, obviously, it's only Freshie that hasn't. We've had a lot of discussions about the men who are representing women in the women's sport, in the transgender, saying, which is saying it's ridiculous, it's happening, right? and pointing out the obvious. Men physically are anyway. We had these discussions already. But that there, you know, if you think about it, when Serena and Venus came onto the scene, they was powerful women. They was exceptional tennis players, but they was powerful, right?
Absolutely,
so,
yeah.
I think I sort of maybe remembered. I don't know if I do. No, I don't remember. 99. That's too far. But I would have thought at the time they probably, you know, they probably can, because I don't know the top 200 and tennis. Then I used to know the players, and you know the top after that 100 and all of that. You know, like they are shit, like compared to. So I probably would have thought, you know what, this will be interesting. But clearly, it was overwhelming. Where you know he's beat both of them convincingly. And yeah, if Venus and Serena in their prime can't beat man outside the top 200, it just, you know, for anybody stupid enough to still think that, you know, men should be competing with women, that just lets you know if they can't do it against somebody at so low a standard. With all due
There's still
respect,
idiots out there believe that they can compete at that kind of level. They can't. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? When it comes to a physical sport, they can't compete. So if you want to stick them on a dartboard, why not? Compete. There's no reason why a woman couldn't beat any man in darts or snooker.
There's no reason.
You know what I mean? That's not an issue. Them kind of sports where it's not physical. Well, when you're talking about golf or athletics or fucking football or tennis, forget it. Just have the women's and have the men's. You cannot compete.
Do you know what? I asked the question on here about 5 weeks ago, saying like, you know, what sort of physical sport could, and then something just come to me now. What about table tennis? Would the men's make a difference? Men v women's in that?
Don't know. Yeah, but interesting one.
That would be interesting. Table tennis, I think.
Yeah, because a lot of skill involved in that, and it isn't all about power.
Yeah.
But some of it is, but most of it isn't. It's about skill and reaction time and speed of reaction. It's unbelievable, them players. So yeah, I don't know.
See, I think that one. See the challenge that Venus and Serena laid down. That would work in the table tennis. The top female table tennis, I think, would smash someone outside the probably the top 100. I think they'll beat a man if he's outside the top 100 ranking in table tennis. Probably. I don't know who's the top and all, but I think in there they've got much more of a chance of it being a challenge than something like tennis, which is obviously physical. Right, okay, let's get back to what we're doing. Right, so second so far, Man City and Chelsea. Man City, Chelsea for Inky. Who are you saying for your second place team?
Man United.
Man United second, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, Man United. Right, so let me just. Freshie says, if breakdancing is included in the Olympics, I reckon I'd have a chance of medaling.
Whoa, surely, you reckon?
How
you sure?
Right. Lawrence says, Chelsea is a good shout. I see Palmer having a good year and will get more playing time. So, Lawrence, I'm going to put you down for Chelsea second as well. This is all, you know.
Yeah, do the top three anyway.
Yeah, we do top three. Yes, power ratio. So you might be talking about table tennis. Yeah. Inky says, okay, Inky's going, right, you can do this how you want, actually. Inky's going third, Arsenal, Spurs, Liverpool. Inky. Arsenal, hold on. Inky. Oh, there he is. Arsenal, Spurs, Liverpool. Arsenal.
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Tottenham could be a wild card up there because I don't know what he's bought. I'll say in the window, I don't know who's bought what. So I always think with Ange Postecoglou, you need 2 seasons. You know, he's shown before. He needs a couple of seasons, then he starts winning trophies normally. He was like that in Australia anyway. You know what I mean? He's had the one, and not his team. He only brought in a couple of players. So they could be a threat if he gets to bring in what he wants. At Spurs, I don't know if he's been allowed to do that or not. But yeah, they could be a threat. Or it could be a complete failure because he's so attack-minded. People found him out a little bit near the end there. Yeah. I don't think he had the quality of player to play like he wants to play. But he might get there. Never know.
Right, you lot, I'll tell you what we do, because some of these teams, we just do top 10. Anyway, right, so, right, Robert, I'm assuming City was second for you, because I can't see your second pick. So I'm going to assume it was City. Robert says, I'm going to say City second, and then I've got your third and fourth there, which was Liverpool, Chelsea. Liverpool, Chelsea. There's an interesting thing here from Freshy. What do you think of this? Right, hold on. Lawrence is Man City third. Lawrence, Man City. What do you think of this? He's got West Ham fourth, and I'm not joking. We're going to surprise some teams this year.
Fucking hell, Sean. I don't know, man. I can't see that.
Right.
No. I'll be amazed.
West Ham ain't in
Especially
Europe for the first time.
What we at this moment? What we got? Kilman.
Yeah.
That's correct. I might say that nearer the start of the season, and we've just signed another 4 players at top quality. But at the moment, no. There's nothing there.
This leads me on to what's going on with Paqueta. Now, I didn't read I'd see the headings of, basically he's out the door and it's all doom and gloom. Then I've seen some more headings saying basically West Ham are going to have him for the majority of the season where with this thing still ongoing, whatever. So what's going on with Paqueta? Does anybody let me know, please? What's the situation? Oh, you don't even know either?
No. That's the thing. I've not been taking any notice.
Yeah, so apparently he's regardless of what's hanging over him, he basically can play in the Premier League for West Ham for most of the season, and I don't know if that means nearly. I don't know. Well, yeah, I'm sure somebody, Robert or maybe even Freshy, will.
I can never understand how does it take this long to fucking come to a decision. Jesus.
Right. So Fresh. Sean said Paqueta's supposedly on his way to join up with the lads in the USA. Good evening. Sorry, there's something on my screen. Big up, Malk. How you doing, Malk?
G'day, Malk.
Have you fed those foxes yet? Thanks for joining, as always, Malk. Malk, we're just sort of predicting our top 6, top 8, or top 10 of the Premier League. All fun and games because we don't know who signed who or whatever, but just something to add to today's stream. So yeah, just give us who you think's going to finish where this season, Malk. Right. Villa if Watkins stays. So I think Robert is saying, right, Robert, where do you think Villa's going to finish? What we got here? Oh, they haven't come yet, the Foxes. Right. Inky says 6th Man United, 7th Villa, 8th Newcastle, 9th West Ham, 10th Brentford. That's his top 10.
Yeah, I think to me at the moment, that's where I'm thinking where West Ham should be, around that area. Between 9th and 11th, I've sort of got in my head for West Ham this season. But their goal will be to get back into European football. So they'll be looking at top 7, but it's going to be a tough. When you think that the teams that look like Man City, Villa, right, Chelsea, Man United, they're all going to be up there, right?
Yeah.
And you expect Tottenham to be, and Arsenal. The spaces start running out. Villa, you expect to be up there, the way they're performing. Yeah. Right, in Newcastle, another one. You mean fucking hell? It's hard to get into that top 7 now. All these teams have strengthened and got better. Villa especially. So to get in that top 7 is a hell of an effort. You've got to be on it, mate. You can't have this, go one game, win a game, lose 3, then win a game and draw. You can't do that. To be up in that top 7, you've got to be fairly consistent. And we don't know. It's an unknown quantity at the moment with Lopetegui, old Loopy-Loop. And we still don't know what a starting 11 is going to be. We still don't know, how many players we're going to bring in. Are we still going to be relying on Ings and Cornet, but it looks things, and Antonio? We don't know if Aguerd is leaving. We've brought in Kilman. If Aguerd leaves, we probably need another centre-half. It's too much up in the air for me at the moment, West Ham, to put them in any better than 10th.
Yeah. And right, new disciplines for this year's Olympic sport. sport: climbing, skateboarding, surfing, and breakdancing. So
God,
is the climbing outdoor or indoor? Yeah, is that in
that's
France?
probably that. Is it indoor thing? The one they climb up the wall? Be that one. It?
Right. Malk says he doesn't give a crap about the foreign league, so he don't care who finishes where. Right. Robert says West Ham have said they will take the FA to court over Paqueta if he gets a life ban. Is that what they're threatening? A lifetime ban?
Maybe.
Freshy. Man City first. Right. What do you think it is? City, Chelsea, Arsenal, West Ham, Liverpool, Man United, Tottenham, Palace, Villa, Newcastle.
See, I mean, like I said, freshen it out. Now, I think he's being optimistic at this moment, but
Yeah,
West Ham and fifth, you've got to be in front of Liverpool, Man United, Tottenham, and Villa, and Newcastle. Fucking hell, that's ambitious, mate. They'd have, for that to happen, they'd have to drop off. You know what I mean? Villa, Newcastle possibly. I can see Tottenham getting stronger. I can see Man United getting stronger. Whether Ten Hag can make it work for Man United is another thing. You know what I mean? It's a bit hit and miss, but they will have the players there to do something. Liverpool, a bit unknown as well. Arne Slot, isn't it? It's another. We don't know what he's going to bring to the table after the reign of Klopp. That's a possibility. They could have a rebuilding year that they could drop right out. That's a possibility. But yeah, I can't see like all of them. Liverpool, Man United, Tottenham, Villa, Newcastle, all dropping off like that. No.
You know,
so yeah,
I saw
like
another.
The rest of it, Sean. I like the rest of it. I just don't have the confidence in West Ham at the moment. That's the problem.
It's interesting he put Palace in there because they finished the season off like
yeah,
well last year.
good,
so it will be interesting to see how he does with a full season. Because end of the season they was on fire.
Yeah, and like I say, that they could be the team pushing for that top 7 as well, which makes it even harder for us. After his last 2 years in the Premier League, we've been poor. It's as simple as that. We've been poor. And the teams that have caught up on us and overtaken us has been Palace for me. It has been Villa, has been Newcastle. These are the teams we should be competing with to get in front of. But they've all improved and we haven't. But it's a new era and it's a new regime. So we might, and Sean could be right, we could surprise teams and start really well. But at the moment, that's unknown.
I don't think West Ham. I'm not. I want to see how we play and all that. But two things that could help West Ham be that unknown quantity is we're not in Europe this season, and obviously, I think it was very easy for teams to know how West Ham were going to play under David Moyes. It became easy, as I believe, as an opposing manager, how to counter what West Ham do. So hopefully that surprise element of Lopetegui and the fact we're not in Europe for the first time in 4 seasons. So yeah, I'm just hoping that we don't look so tired. We're not so predictable. And yeah, I think, if it is a new brand of football, maybe the crowd are going to be more like an 11th man at London Stadium. You understand? Rather than just coming there and expecting the worst. So
there will be a better atmosphere around it all now, and there's not all that big division of Moyes in, Moyes out bullshit.
Yeah.
But we might actually enjoy watching them a bit more, and there might be that positivity going around. Not being in Europe, ironically, is a good thing this year for him. It really is. You know what I mean? Your squad doesn't have to be as big as it needs to be, and which could help the way we're going with transfers. But at the end of the day, at the moment, we're still relying on Cresswell to be the backup left back. We're still going to rely on Soufal, which I'm fine with. But if really pushing on, you need someone to replace Soufal at some stage.
And who is Soufal's? We got Cresswell as the left understudy on the left. Who's the understudy on the right?
I don't know, because who have we got? Because Johnson's gone to Ipswich, shouldn't he?
Yeah, Kerr's obviously not there. He hasn't been for a while. So who's
Yeah, I
the,
don't know.
I think
This
maybe
is the thing. This rumor that I had last 2 days, the Moroccan boy at Bayern Munich, it was on. We made the offer, all agreed, and now it's off. According to that thumbnail, that's all I've seen. Right? Deal is off. So there was the either the starter or the backup to Soufal, whatever way. I'm not sure how good he is, so I don't know. But there you go. We haven't got that over the line.
do you know
We've still got Zuma and
again?
to worry about.
Mm.
We still don't know about it yet. You know what I mean? We've got Cornet and Ings. My God, where do they fit? We've got a nucleus of fucking a good team. But you've got to improve it. You've got to look at the areas that needs improvement. We still don't really have a proper backup for Alvarez.
No.
You mean Phillips? Phillips was that. That was the reason for that signing, and it was horrendous, right? But the idea of it was right, because we do need cover for Alvarez, and we don't have it. Now we sold Flynn Downs, so he's not it. Unless you're talking about one of the young lads in Potts or this Orford that can play there.
Mm.
So yeah, the pressure's on to get bodies in for me,
But
to be competitive.
Orford, who's the one that's been offered to potentially Villa? Is that Lewis
Him.
Orford? It is, isn't it?
Lewis
So,
Orford.
yeah.
Because I know he's got a year to go on his contract, and they haven't re-signed him.
Mm.
But apparently, all the guys that have watched that under-21s or whatever really rate him. You know, they really think he's a future player.
And he's
Out of all of them, him and Earthy and Potts, you know what I mean? But who knows?
right. Malk says going to be tight this year. I said at the start of last season wouldn't be easy for Man City. I think it's speed climbing. Speed climbing is what Robert thinks it is, which probably be endorsed, isn't it? Oh, Reshi says climbing trees, roller skating, 40 three-legged race, and what's that? Kabaddi. What is that?
Kabaddi.
Kabaddi. What is that?
That's what the Pakistanis or the Indians play, isn't it? Isn't it Kabaddi? Yeah, some court game where they jump up in the air, kick the ball over a net or to each other, something like that. I remember seeing it years and years ago. Fucking hell, the boys are pretty athletic. I'll give them that.
Malk says, think Spurs will do well. West Ham will be around 6 to 8. If West Ham get around 6 to 8, I'll be more than happy with that. You know, if Freshie is right, I'll be over the moon with that. But yeah, I don't want to. I can't be too optimistic because like we've lost a few players. I haven't really signed many, and unless this guy is a magician and he gets those same players to all. I mean, we've got the players. We've got the likes of, providing Paqueta is there and he's playing, and Kudos and Bowen. We still need. I still think we need another striker.
I suppose we could count that Andy Irvine geezer. Do you remember we bought him last? We bought him last year and left him out there at the club he was at. Was it Austria he was in?
Or was it Austria or Belgium? It might have been Austria.
I could be Belgium, mate. Wherever. It's just in my head was Austria. I don't know what. But yeah, because I did see the 5-minute highlights of West Ham versus Dagenham, and he scored the 1 goal, the winner. And it was a nice 20-yarder, top corner. Really nice. Well done. It's good for him. So you could regard him as a new signing. He's there. He might be good. Who knows? Don't know how good he is.
Right. Did I say the 11th man when I was talking about West Ham's fan? Hammers will be different style this year, and it's 12th man Titch, not 11. I already got one dummy on the show. Did I say? I must have said 11th. The crowd would be like 11. Yeah. Oh my days. Yeah. Chester's. Oh, we're talking about Dan Chester's. I'm not sure.
Oh, he's another player, isn't he? Chester's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know it.
Right. Chelsea's second is as much of a leap of faith as us finishing fourth. Lopetegui is more tactically astute than Big Ange. Difference between 8th and 4th last year was turning 3 losses into 3 wins.
Yeah.
I've said this before, like recently when we signed him, Lopetegui. This guy is not a joke. Like, yeah, he's been at Real Madrid. He was the Spanish manager. He won title. Well, yeah, he won the Europa League, didn't he, with Sevilla? So he's not just some sort of journeyman manager. He's got like
no.
Yeah, he's got pedigree.
I think it's a good signing, and I think it could work. But he needs the tools to do the job. And at the moment, I don't think he's got them. You know, The one target he wanted was Kilman, and he got it.
Mm. The good thing
Weren't
is,
cheap either.
I like the fact that he's worked with Kilman, and he's saying, look,
Yeah.
you know, he's identified him, and he's got kind of who he wanted in that regard.
Yeah. Because it has to be a collaboration. We can all go on about starting this, starting that, but they need to collaborate. I want starting, identifying players, but you need to collaborate that manager. You can't just bring in, 15 players, say, go and work with that. There's got to be some structure with the manager. You know what I mean? And it looks like they are. It looks like they are working together and identifying and going for players that they both want, that will work. And that's what you want. It's every now and again starting to come up with like one of this Guilherme said, mate, we just got to get him because we know he's going to be worth fucking 3 times more money in 3 or 4 years. And that could be the case. You know what I mean? That's worth a punt because you're not breaking the bank. But for the basis of the strength of the team and to move forward, they've both got to work together. And it looks like they are. It's good.
Do you know what? I would be more excited about the Guilherme signing if when the season starts, he's in the starting team. I don't think he will be. That's why I'm like, okay, right. I get that signing for the future, but anyway, so it would be refreshing to me if he was actually in that starting team, or he's coming on for meaningful minutes. You know, he's got 30 minutes in the first game, and
that's
something.
That's the case.
Yeah, I don't want to just we've signed this guy. But...
I think he was identified years ago when he was like 13 years of age. About 3 of them, weren't they, out of Brazil? And the boy's definitely massive potential. And like I said, we might cash in on it in a couple of years' time, 3 years' time, whatever. But I don't think he'd be a starter. But
I don't
as long as he does get enough, he needs time on the pitch, this year. So,
right, Inky, yeah, we will. We'll do that. We'll do the bottom 3. So we won't do the whole thing. Bottom 3. Last season, it was obviously the teams that came up all went back down. So if anybody's struggling as to
who came up this year, Ipswich,
Leicester, and Southampton came up. But I'd say it's a bit of a rarity that everybody goes back down. And I think it was Malt that told us last time it was 98. I think when the last time that happened, I think that's what he said. So I wouldn't expect it to be the 3 that come up again, all going back down. You lot, who do you think is going to go down this year? Right. So, Inky, that will be hard. The 3 coming up this year is much better compared to last year.
Yeah, you're right, Lawrence, because these 3 now, I'll tell you could see all 3 staying up.
Yeah.
Or definitely the way Ipswich played last year, but it's happened before that. Burnley walked the championship when they came up. Were horrendous. Ipswich have done the same, really, haven't they? They've been brilliant in that.
Leicester, obviously, they've got Premier League experience. Leicester lost their manager. Ipswich almost lost their manager, but he stayed. Leicester have lost their manager to Chelsea.
Yeah, that could hurt.
Who's taken over at Leicester now? I saw, but I forgot. Right, let's see what Robert says. Robert says, has anyone bought or buying this link for the 2 friendly games in the USA? No. Are you buying those games, Geezer? Yeah.
No interest, mate. In friendlies. No, I just don't. I have no interest in friendlies.
Right. Before I read Freshy's this one, let me just get it right. He says, Ipswich will surprise many this year. Might even get top half. And Inky says he believes Forest, Everton, and Leicester are going down. Let me read this.
You think Leicester? Really? I can see where you're coming from with Forest and Everton. I thought Leicester might compete this year. But anyway,
and they
have to think about that.
Were the champions last year.
Everton, they always get out of it, mate. It doesn't matter how shit they are. I mean, last year was perfect for them. They lost points and everything, didn't they? And they still survived.
Easy.
You know what I mean? Because it was so bad, the bottom 3. They survived. They always get out of it. But this year, I suppose, you look at the 3 that are coming up, well, it's not so simple this year, is it? No, there's not going to be 3 horrendous teams in it.
I'm going to look.
Them and Forest got away with murder last year. The best year ever to get points deducted.
Yep.
So, interesting.
Right. Oh, is it? Can anybody confirm? I was always under the impression that Leicester would be deducted points at the start of this season from their previous season in the Premier League. Is there anybody know anything about that? Are Leicester going to be deducted points from the start of the season? Because I haven't heard anything about that for a while. Right. Lopetegui lost 15 players, bought in 19 in his first season at Sevilla, and still qualified for the Champions League, and did it 3 years in a row with almost identical goals for and against records. Damn. Did you read that, or did you hear what I said?
And still qualified Champions League. Fucking hell.
3 years in a So he qualified Champions League 3 years in a row. I'm sure he won the Europa League at least once with Sevilla. Yeah, I just, yeah. It's, you know what it is, Sean? It's just looking at the squad. For the last 2 years, we have been horrible to watch and can't even string together 3 passes. So
yeah,
I can't, sometimes we get accustomed to that and we think, well, and then hopefully actually this guy can come in and just do what he's meant to do, which is coach these players. They're all professional footballers, and depending on unless they're just shit, I thought about yesterday, it just popped into my head, it was Cornet. If you think his last season, well, his only season at Burnley, he was a great player for Burnley, a great player for them. We signed him. I made up a song and all of that. I was over the moon that we signed him. So what's to say that, David Moyes' tactics are not, clearly, a lot of players, they're not suited for a lot of players. What's to say that we don't see Cornet on that left wing often, or even as a striker where you understand? What's to say that we see the true Maxwell Cornet under Lopetegui? So we haven't had a lot of action in the transfer window, and maybe he's seen enough of certain players where we're not as in a bad a shape as I kind of think we are.
But that's right, because, mate, there's no evidence of Cornet getting any better or any what. We don't know. And if Lopetegui could turn him back to what he used to be, it's like a new signing, isn't it? That'd be like a new signing. But I don't know whether he's there or not. It's the unknown, isn't it, with him?
Yeah.
It really is.
Sorry. That's it. Thanks, Mal. Steve Cooper's at Leicester now, isn't he? The ex-Forest manager.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, I forgot about it when I was making that tea there, that the Leicester might have the points deduction.
Yeah, I asked that question. Yeah, I did ask that when you walked away. Are they getting deducted or what?
Oh, I don't know. See, that could change my mind about the bottom 3. If they took 10 points off them or something, Jesus, I think that would almost seal their fate.
Lawrence says, I do not play for females. Sorry, friendlies. Nah. Bournemouth, Brentford, and Everton to go down, says Robert. Bournemouth, Brentford. And Everton.
Ooh, well, all 3 stay up. Like I said, that's a big question mark over Leicester. If Leicester get deducted points, they'd be in my bottom 3.
Right.
Sure.
Right. Freshie says he's doing it in order. Forest bottom, Southampton second bottom, and Brentford third from bottom.
Really? Everyone's got into Brentford.
They got this new striker, and I think he got injured in the friendly yesterday. I don't know if he's Brazilian, and I think they had high hopes for him. He's looking good, but yeah, apparently he got injured yesterday in their friendly, and I think.
Well, who's the other boy that it was behind Tony there?
Wissa or Mbermo.
Is it Awoniyi?
Oh yeah, Awoniyi's at Forest.
Was he at Forest?
Oh no, they had Mopé last year, didn't they? Neil Mopé was at Brentford last year.
And there's another big lad, big black boy. Sure, he's at Brentford.
They had
Brentford.
Mbermo, Wissa.
Mbermo is another one. So I was impressed with him when he was filling in for Tony.
Remember when Tony's playing and Mbermo's like on the right wing anyway. Yeah, I like him. I do like him.
Yeah.
Right. It's a hard one this year, says Inky. Lawrence says, Inky, that is what she said. Supposed to be Titch, but it's not Leeds. So they went. So yeah, he's saying they are meant to be getting deducted points, but yeah, I haven't heard anything about that. But last year, when they were still in the Championship, I was hearing that if they come up this season, they're going to start on a points.
Well, they reckon they got done by the financial rules when they were in the Premier League, and they got relegated. And then the Premier League couldn't touch them because they were in the Championship.
Yeah. And
So
now
they back. Now they're back in the Premier League. It's like they're going to go after them. So I don't, who knows?
Lawrence says Cornet can't stay on side. We'll see under this new. Yeah. I wonder what he's going to do.
Yeah, you have two ways of looking at that, though. The pass didn't come quick enough. Yeah? We weren't forward thinking enough. I was quick enough to do it. Maybe that's why he's offside all the time, because he's used to him making that run and that ball being there. I'm giving him credit.
Yeah.
For that, playing devil's advocate a bit. But I'm hoping that there is a player there. But I know, man.
Do you know who I would love to have seen? We haven't seen Lopetegui at West Ham yet, but I'm saying which player I would have loved to have seen under Lopetegui that's recently departed West Ham.
Who, Downs?
Nah, Fornals. I would have loved to see Fornals under. Oh, yeah. And the reason why,
should never let him go.
That was my guy. Yeah, I used to love Fornals. And under Lopetegui, just thinking about what you said, I remember I used to say this, that some of these players are not on the level of certain other players. And he was good at the first time pass and all that. So, yeah, like you're saying with Cornet, maybe because these players are holding on to the ball for too long, he is just, running offside. But when you get somebody on the ball that can see the pass before most people, those offsides turn into well onside, and you've left, their defense for dead. So, yeah, I'd have loved to have seen. That's the one thing that, I was gutted when he left was Fornals, because I look at the way Moyes treated him, stuck him out on the left. He done a decent job for West Ham, sacrificed his natural position. Then when we sign fucking a few players, and then he gets Ben Rama. Then all of a sudden, Fornals becomes like nothing. Bringing him on for the last 2 minutes, I'm thinking, no, he deserves much more respect than that at West Ham. And as a footballer, he's a much better footballer than Ben Rama. But there was a period where Ben Rama's in. Obviously, they're different positions, but just the fact that Ben Rama was playing and Fornals was just sitting on the bench, and that, I didn't like that, because I don't rate Ben Rama, but I do rate Fornals. Oh, is he back at West Ham as well? Or is he Ben Rama?
Well, I mean, that's done. That deal's done. If you go back to the last window, January, you think about the players we've let go, and what we brought in. Yeah. If you look at what's gone out, mate, you're talking about Ben Rama, Fornals, Kehrer. Now Flynn Downs, Johnson. Could be losing again. Scamacca. Was that the window before that? I'm just talking about that January window. We've lost about 5-6 players. And we brought in Kilman. And we brought in Phillips.
That was the worst.
He just had about 3 months. That's all. So we've got work to do, man. Even though, like I said, nice not to be in Europe. It'll be good for us not to be in it this year. And you won't need the bigger squad that you would normally need, but still, we need players.
Right,
and time is running out, right?
If Leicester get a deduction, then the trapdoor awaits.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I want to see what's going on with that, because the season's not too far away. Laugh aloud that I do not pay for FEMA. If Leicester gets 10 deducted, they will appeal it and it will be reduced to 6. Yeah, you'd think that they would make that decision like early doors. So everybody knows where they stand in regards to. I live in Leicester and heard nothing. Yeah, like it was all the talk whilst the last season was going ahead in the Championship, and now nothing.
Nothing.
Remember that bicycle kick by Fornals? Loved it. Yeah. Did he? Oh shit! Who did he assist? Did he assist in the Europe? Did he assist somebody in the? Was it in the final against Fiorentina?
No, that was Paquetá.
No, he scored. He came on. I think he came on and scored in the semi-final. Was it? I swear. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, recent. Yeah, but I love Fornals. Olympics opening was the worst I've seen. Bloody fancy pants crap. Yeah, I didn't see it. Is Phillips there at the Hammers?
I almost gave up with the fucking Olympics already, right? When it came up on my YouTube thing, the fucking tranny that carrying the torch to the stadium or whatever.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, they all pass it over to each other and carry
When
it.
was that? Sorry, not this year.
And one big fucking tranny there with the torch in its hand,
When?
doing one of the. Oh, fuck.
Not this Olympics though.
Huh?
Was that this one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry. Is that what happened? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Why?
Exactly why. You know what we got now? Woke Olympics. Fuck's sake.
Right. So no, he's not staying. And then Freshie said, "This is the one I'm talking about." Fornell scored the winner against Alkmaar away.
Alkmaar, was it?
That's it. I remember. Yeah, I think he was wearing the white kit. I'm sure. I think it was. No, the orange and white one. Anyway, remember he came on, and then he got the winner. Yeah.
I remember it happening. I just can't remember the goal.
Yeah, I can't remember it, but it was a good goal. But I can't remember it. But it was. Is it true Snoop Dogg also carried the torch? Did Snoop Dogg carry the torch?
I didn't get that bit. I only just saw that picture of that tranny. Fucking ridiculous.
That's what I'm gonna say. So when Freshie put this thing about Lopetegui, like it. One sec. Something about this one. Nah, he said something else. Difference between 8th and 4th last year was turning 3 losses into 3 wins. That brings me to something I've read about Jurgen Klopp. Somebody put on there was an article the other day that said he won 1 league with Liverpool and 1 Champions League, but in the 2 competitions he was 2 wins away from making that 3 Premier Leagues and 3 Champions Leagues. Yeah, so like real fine margins. Yeah,
it is. Yeah, these are the levels. I mean, you could say Klopp was unlucky for Man City to be around in his time, isn't he? As well, he had a lot to deal with, especially with the money they had at the beginning when it seemed to be allowed to fucking buy whatever you want, and he had matey to contend with. So it's just one of them things.
That's the thing. That's why, I think most of us picked Man City here. It's very hard to look past Pep Guardiola. Very, very hard.
Yeah.
Right. They put on a segment for Romance of Paris based on Rear Gunners. Lawrence says Snoop carried the blunt. Yeah.
About it.
Oh, see, Freshie's seen it. I saw that Klopp stat, mind blowing, and that's where you could see Jurgen Klopp was just tired, mentally, physically tired, and maybe it's that the fact that he sort of knows, like in any other season, I win, and even those stats there, like I would have had more trophies and all this I'm putting in. He's very much 100% rock and roll. But yet the reward is he's not really getting much reward compared to what it could be if
probably deserved more. I mean, when you got a front three of Salah, Firmino, and Mane, fucking hell, and you still can't get over the line, man. And you think, wow, and Van Dijk at the back and the keeper.
Goal.
Alisson, man, that was a hell of a team there that they put together, and it was still most of the time weren't enough. And you think, fuck's sake, what you got to do?
Yeah, that's quite. So I wouldn't say quit. I just think that he's given his all, and his all just clearly wasn't good enough against the opposite. Yeah, that man is. Yeah, that's like your kryptonite.
But like I said, and then you look at the City side with De Bruyne's, fucking Bernardo Silva, and fucking hell, man, some teams were teams.
Right, Snoop passed it off to Budgie. He's blunt. Right. Saw that there was a shortage of England flags in Paris, so everyone just bought French flags and painted a red cross on them. Big up Charlie. Right, Charlie, I'm glad you're here. We spoke about last week about what Charlie was. He said he was doing his concreting and that. Then he sent me some stuff. So this is you're more in this building thing anyway. So I hate putting it over us. So this was the before. Can you see that?
Yep.
And then this is the after.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Haslab. Yeah, nice.
How long would that take? Do you reckon? Depending on. how many people?
Well,
Was
preparing it takes a while, but the actual laying of that concrete, I'd say these boys are doing today.
Yeah,
They'll do it in 5 or 6 hours.
I remember he was telling us how hot it was as well. So, oh shit.
Yeah.
There we go. But anyway, good evening, CB. Is it evening over there? 5 hours, 8 o'clock. Yes, it is. Are they still 5 hours behind? Or was it 6?
Different for me, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
I mean, 15,
Charlie
14 hours
Boy.
for me. Yeah.
Charlie Boy. Fresh, Larry, Kieran, Titch, Charlie Boy.
Charlie Boy.
Right. Did you see them Aussies have their van smashed up and stuff nicked by invaders in Paris? Even ate their chocky.
No, fuck.
French flag is white. Jokes. Oh yeah. Nice. Right. Sorry. So you didn't pick your bottom 3 for this year. Who's going down this year?
Yeah. I don't think Brentford. Bournemouth, Forest. And the other one depending on Leicester, whether they get points deducted. I think something's got to happen there. And I think Everton and Forest have set a precedent now. They can't just let them get away with it if they believe they've done something. So I'm going to go Leicester. Yeah.
So, but Bournemouth had you're not the only one to pick Bournemouth. Bournemouth had a decent season.
I don't care, mate. The ground is too small. They shouldn't be allowed in the Premier League. Fuck off.
Right. I'm going to go. I'm just going to throw out a name. I'm going to go no particular order. Who came up? Ipswich. No. Southampton. I'm going to go Southampton. I'm going to go. Who else came up? Leicester.
Ipswich and Leicester.
I'm going to go Leicester, and I'm assuming they're going to get point deduction. So Leicester, Southampton, and I'm going to go Wolves. I'm going to throw it, just a different name out.
Yeah, there's a club up in the air, and there's a bit hit and miss. Yeah, that's not a bad shout, that.
I'm serious, see. They had a tracker on them, found the casing, etc.
Really?
What's that? So, did you see them Aussies have their van smashed up?
They smashed up stuff, Nick. Oh, fucking.
Aussies, as in what? Olympians or?
No, I'd imagine travellers, mate. Just doing the trip around Europe in the old combi.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
He says he's serious. They had a tracker on them, found the casing, etc. So they had a tracker on that van.
Probably, yeah. Well, them air tags in their bags, probably, or whatever.
Okay, the Stop Oil protest stopped on the railway in different locations around France in an attempt to disrupt the Olympics.
Oh, man, will somebody start shooting these fuckers, right? Stop. I'm sick of watching coppers in all these demonstrations, right? And they just stand there and are not allowed to touch anyone. I want to go back to the water cannon, the fucking batons, and the rubber bullets. That's what I do with these fuckers. Man, fucking, there's too much news to the nice guy these days. Fuck them. Yeah.
Right, you lot, listen, I was going to leave this to the end of the show, because, when the season starts, we fly through the predictions thing. Like, we've got... Anyway, Sonia Massey. Does anybody hear about this in America?
I've heard that name.
The lady who, I think she was a paranoid schizophrenic. She was known to the police. She phoned the police. I don't know the ins and outs.
Oh, yeah, I did. I watched it.
She phoned the police and told them she thought there was a prowler outside. They came to her house. Took a little while for her to open the door because I think she was making herself decent. Straight away, the man was like, "Why are you taking so long to open the door?" Anyway, they go into the house, which is like the kitchen and living room sort of joined together. They're just talking. Then she goes to the stove to turn off the hot water. And she takes it off the stove to avoid, it says, when you read the thing, avoid anything catching fire. She puts it on the side. The policeman says to her, "What you doing?" or whatever. And then I don't know if she could sense his energy or what. She just said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ." He said to her, "Don't you dare. I'll shoot you in your face."
Yeah.
Powers down and said, sorry. And he shoots her and kills her 3 times, shoots her. Then I think his partner runs over and said, "Oh, like where's the gun? Where's the gun?" He went, "No. She was going to throw the hot water on me or something like that." Anyway, he's now been charged, rightly so, with murder. That's fucking cold blooded. He told her, "I'll shoot you in your face." Yeah. So I don't know if anybody's seen that.
I saw it.
It's so heartbreaking to watch something like that. And then I saw her 17-year-old son and her mum on, giving an interview. And yeah, the son seems like, a good boy. Yeah, just heartbreaking, man. But that shit is, that's fucking disgusting behavior.
That's the other end of it. A trigger happy copper. Fuck me, man. I mean, if she had a gun, that'd be different, right? Yeah. Because that is but even with the boiling water, all you got to do is fucking run backwards to get away from that. And that's the only thing. Then even if she did throw it, that would have been it.
Yeah.
There is no more threat. Then you can go in and fucking tackle her.
Yeah.
She didn't even look like she was throwing it. And he fucking blasted her. He's a fucking nutcase.
He apparently in the last 4 years, he's worked at 6 different precincts or whatever. He's been arrested twice for DUI. So he's not a law-abiding citizen, and clearly should not have been in that position because, that's fucking cold-blooded murder. And do you know what the worst thing is?
Yeah.
They said that the family have said initially they were told that she committed suicide. They're saying we're so grateful that there's body cam footage because they would have done what they've done and just lied. Spun their own narrative. Exactly. They would have lied on that woman. You understand?
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah, because they tried to already. The original thing they got was she committed. This is their family. Oh, she committed suicide. That's what they heard, and they said it's only once. Yeah.
You'd like to think because it was the other cop whose body camera was on. You'd like to think, even if he didn't have it on, he'd do the right thing. But
you'd like to think,
you'd like to think because I mean he might think he's a fucking arsehole as well. Who knows? And he's stuck with it. And you wouldn't know, but that's what. See, this is all as well. When they try and fucking take resources away from police forces, which they have in America and certain fucking states, and they haven't got the numbers in coppers, and they're basically getting anyone they can in, and it fucking takes the level of policing down because you got to accept the shit that you got instead of getting rid of wankers like that. But this is the trouble. But no. Completely unjustified. It was just ridiculous. That's fucking terrible. So bad. You didn't need to pull a gun at any stage.
And she was known to the police. Like I said, she's a paranoid schizophrenic. So they know,
Yeah, she weren't quite.
And she wasn't threatening, though. She wasn't threatening at all. Wolves is not a bad shout. 4 who done them. Right, sorry. 4 who done the M25 got 5 years and 3 got something like that. Hold on a minute. What happened on the M25?
Yeah, I did see that, Mal, and I thought, fucking about time. Somebody stopped them.
Okay.
Because they were doing all the organising and they found out I'd gone through all their shit and found out they were organising all these protests on the motorways. So they done them. About fucking time. You know what I mean? It's taken them about 3 fucking years. But it's about time. You need to do this to stop the others doing it. That there is a consequence when you stop a fucking motorway and you got ambulances can't get to where they want to get or whatever. Firing, it could be anything. Stopping people's lives for what?
Yeah, exactly. Do you know what? It's funny. It's ages ago. I remember I saw one in Australia. And they're all on the floor and they get moved and then they run back in position. In Australia, the man was just dragging them. Just dragging them on the floor. Get the fuck out. Rough handling. I'm thinking, that's what they.
That's what has to happen, man. You got to fucking smack the shit out of them. I see one bird here in Australia. She was kicking the fucker in the head. Get him off the fucking road.
Yeah, because when you're stopping M25 and all these motorways, people are, their mums are dying in hospital or. They might have their kid who's having an asthma attack in the back of the fuck. You understand?
And they couldn't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And can you imagine? Did you know the ridiculous part about it? Stop war because of the poor planet. All them hundreds of thousands of cars sitting there with their engines on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fucking worse, you fucking idiots.
Yep.
Wow, man. I'd shoot the fucking lot of them.
Mount says, seen that, shot her, bless. Horrible. Last 3 out. Southampton, Bournemouth, and Forest, says Lawrence. So he's not going with. Oh, sorry, he is. Southampton got promoted. I was gonna say none of the promoted teams. Bad, dumb cop, disgraceful.
Yeah, exactly that.
You got no heart. You got no heart. Watch the documentary, The 7-5. It's about old dirty Brooklyn cops. What channel is that on?
Really?
CB?
7-5.
What channel is that on? I bet it's not on Netflix. So, yeah, where can I watch that? The people that allowed him to stay on the police force need to be accountable. Yeah, so the family are trying to get the whoever's in charge of his current precinct or whatever. They're saying like, yeah, like they want him sacked as well. But you know, at the very least, this guy needs to go to jail for first-degree murder. You told her I'll shoot you in your face.
He's doing 30 years a plus, mate. Don't worry about that.
No fucking.
There's no way that
no
he's
self-defense, no manslaughter, none of that shit. It's first degree. I know the terminology is different, but yeah, murder in the first or whatever you want to call it. That shit there was cold-blooded murder.
Absolutely, he's getting done, mate. He's spending the rest of his life in prison. That fucking good luck. He's gonna get fucking hammered, mate.
Right. So Freshie says in regards to that, another in a long line of tragedies, utterly shocking. You know, and that's the thing. The worst thing, you know, it does happen often, and there's a lot of things that we hear, and it's not the truth. Where the police, that's why everybody.
On this particular subject, I've really looked into finding out things. You know what I mean? Because there is a narrative out there that coppers are running around killing black people, and it's not. I'm not saying black. You know,
that's
a narrative that the Democrats and the left want you to believe. It's not the truth, because enough coppers get shot to death in America every year. It's fucking, and they don't want to mention that.
Yeah.
But there are unjustified killings, and this is why everyone has to have body cam. You've got to,
of course,
because I mean, the amount of guns they've got to deal with, the police, is scary. Even the times I've seen them, you know, just pulling over at a traffic stop, and the geezer fucking start shooting out the fucking window at the copper. But you know what I mean? They're on the edge every time they stop a bloody car, almost. You know, so they've got to be well trained. They've got to be able to accept this. You can't just start pulling your gun out at every little threat.
Yeah,
you know, you just can't. So it has to. If everyone's got body cam on, then the people that are doing it wrong will get done. And that's the, you know, as simple as that. And then you can say whether it's justified or not.
I purposely didn't mention the color of her skin. That is another issue, and all of this does is fuels that divide. It does, doing what he done. So yeah, but what I'm saying is, police have got a reputation where they're dirty. That's why the people don't like the police, because they always lie and they want to plant stuff. You know, not every policeman, but I'm saying this is another, where he's saying here, another long line of tragedies. This shit goes on all around the world in different countries where the police do abuse that power and have done in the past, and will try and still now get away with, you know, things that are like unjust. And this was just another example of, they tried to get away with it, even with the body cam. They still tried to say that she committed So they just, you know, there are good police out there, obviously, but you're right. The standard of policing in this country as well is dramatically decreased because of the cuts and stuff like that. And yeah, one sec.
The train, it's a lot to do with the training and the caliber you're taking in. You need good people in good positions, don't you? Because it's a hell of a responsibility walking around with a gun on your hip, mate. That gun is deadly. You've got to be trained when you can pull it and when you can't, and when it's, you know, justified to pull it on someone. And they do get plenty where that is justified, because Jesus Christ, if you look at how many American police officers have been killed this year, it's frightening. Being shot at. It happens a lot. There's some fucking mental fuckers out there, mate. You know what I mean?
Right, so Charlie just sent me it's on YouTube actually. So after this show is finished, I'll put in the description, I'll put that link. So this is probably 30 cops in Brooklyn. You know, people always say like, yeah, that's, you know, the biggest gang is the police. You know, like, you know, if the people at the top of the police are just sticking together and that, like you got no fucking.
Mate, you can look at that though, but who the fuck would want to be a copper in Chicago at the moment?
Yeah,
mate, it's all that fucking war with all the gangs in Chicago. They're all killing each other, and the coppers stuck in the middle of it. Fuck that. I wouldn't be a copper there. Oh man.
Yeah, but Malk's right. He says she wasn't even near him. She was
Yeah.
being nice. Yeah. Listen,
It's madness. You can tell she had issues, right? But
and
she
they know
weren't.
that though. She's known to them for her, you know, like I said, paranoid schizophrenic. She weren't doing anything. And then, you know, she was cowering down. Sorry. She didn't have the water. She said, I rebuke in the name of Jesus Christ. Now, you know, she felt his energy away. You know, that's all she said. And from that, she ended up getting killed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Disgusting.
It's bad cause, man.
People are immune to people getting shot in America. It's every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Oh, sorry, Charlie. Yeah, I'm behind, but yeah, I've got that. You know, I will put that link in the description when you can't do it on your live. I don't think the judge. Right, Mark said the judge read out a long list of what they interfered with, cancer patients, etc. See, that's what I'm saying. The police, of what they interfered with, cancer patients, etc. It must be. Oh, yeah, he's talking about the police, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Has to be. You must be talking about the police, isn't it? The judge read out a long list of what they interfered with.
I don't know.
Mal, yeah, he's talking about the police. Got to be. Just. One sec. Yeah, but they are releasing of the prisons became they're overcrowded. They're only serving 40% of the sentence.
Yeah, they're doing that as well.
And the whites get killed by cops, but you won't hear of it.
Yeah, there's more whites get killed by police in America than black, right? But if you listen to the Democrats, they'd make you believe it's the other way around. It's not the case. It's not the case. But and this is what they fucking keep telling everyone. They tell it. So like I've always said to you, if you say something often enough, people believe it.
Yeah.
People start believing it. And like I said, when you start calling Trump Hitler and a racist and homophobic, and that people start believing it, whether there's any evidence or not. And this is what Democrats have been doing for the last 8 years with Trump. He's got shitloads of faults, mate. But they just keep fucking demonizing him. And then you get a fucking lunatic 20-year-old who takes a pop at him. Who got on a fucking roof undetected by the Secret Service. Oh, did you see the head of that bird, that cheetle, the head of the Secret Service? They brought her in for a hearing, didn't they, about it? And she got fucking slaughtered. She didn't even volunteer for the hearing. She got subpoenaed to come and answer questions about what went wrong. And she still wouldn't fucking answer them properly.
She didn't answer the questions?
No, she kept avoiding all the questions they asked. Mental. And the Republican senators, they fucking slaughtered her. And next day she resigned anyway. She said, fuck this, get out of here. But there was no real answers, man. And it's fucking crazy. So bad.
Robert said, but who's the first people they call when they need help? And then Mark says, I wouldn't call them, Robert. And that's the thing. She called them just to say she felt there was a prowler. Right.
Freshie made it even worse.
Right. Freshie says, disagree with some of those points. Profiling is a cancer on society, especially in the States.
Profiling, yeah. Yeah, but I'd say some of these, and they normally are Democratic states, California and Illinois, they're fucking, there's just shootings every fucking day, every night. It's a tough fucking gig. I wouldn't want to be fucking doing that. I want to be in a nice area, you know. If I was in California, I want to be in Beverly Hills, just with little bits around there. Fuck off.
Saying hello to everybody.
I don't want to be in Compton. Fucking all trying to kill each other. You know what I mean? So it is tough gig for me. I wouldn't want to do it. But this is it. When you get bad coppers, you got bad coppers. And sooner or later, they're going to fuck up, aren't they?
Right. The size of coppers now, I'm sure they get press ganged out the Scouts and Brownies. I wouldn't call them, Robert. Right. Right. I'll let you. I know you're. It's because Trump is a fascist, a homophobe, and a racist. The guy who shot him was a Republican.
He was a registered Republican, Sean, but they actually couldn't find anything of his social media. But one guy dug really deep, and he's found some of his tweets that he sent to and he's definitely a pro-Biden supporter from the tweets that he read out, even though he was a registered Republican. It's just very weird that he was allowed to get up on that roof.
Right. Listen, I told you I don't really follow politics, but since we last sat down, Biden has he stepped down or?
Yeah, mate. Yeah. It's better than Game of Thrones, isn't it? What's going on there? You had the debate, it was disastrous, but he weren't fucking moving, old Biden, and then you've had the shooting, and then he stepped down from the race.
But he's still currently the president, though, wasn't he?
He's still the president now. He still is. He's going to.
He don't want to run again.
Yeah, he's not going to run again. So Kamala Harris looks like the anointed one, and they've got to fight. They've got to go against her.
So is it
Which
Trump v.
will give them a boost?
Is it Trump v. Kamala Harris?
Kamala Harris, and she's
v. Trump. Is it Trump that's in the running?
Versus Trump, yeah. That's the way it's going to play out now. She will give him a boost.
I have to run. Anna got home and wants to watch the opening ceremony recording. Remember, West Ham are massive and European champions. Respect. Big up, Lawrence. Say hello to your lovely missus. Biden fell down. Got the laughing gnome next. The idiot. Got the laughing gnome next. Who's the laughing gnome? Is that Trump?
I think that's Kamala Harris. Yeah.
Oh. Doesn't matter who wins in America. The individual doesn't mandate the system.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
it's the system that's the problem. Not. It doesn't matter who goes in there, mate. It does. If you've got an open border policy, that doesn't help your case, does it? Because that's what they've done. 8 to 10 million have come through the border, and that's what this race will be fought on mainly, is about the border control. And she was in control of the border, and now she's running against Trump. So they're going to use that against her. Big time. They'll all lie to fuck until they get to it. As simple as
that. And Biden got COVID and was told not to
campaign. Supposedly, yeah.
It sounds, like I said, I don't follow it, but it all sounds, as always, just all staged and planned. And you get here, and you step down, and Kamala, you step in, and you're the one who's got the open borders, so you're going to lose to Trump. You understand? It just sounds too awkward.
Look, they realise after that debate that they're going to lose with him. And they went, something's got to be done. They forced him out, no doubt about that. You know what I mean? Because they were going to lose with him in there, the poor lad. I mean, he needs medical fucking care, Biden. He don't like to see it, mate. I felt embarrassed for him. And the boy's not quite there. So they've got a younger woman, a black woman, and that's going to get her a lot of support. Is she mixed? If you stick to the policies, well, that's a different matter.
Right, nothing wrong with Trump. Harris is a globalist. Obama pulls the strings, says Malk. Right, moving on from politics. We got onto that through, Sonia Massey being massacred. Oh, not massacred. That's the wrong word, isn't it? Being killed in cold blood. No such thing as COVID improved. Stop listening to lies. Too many yes men. U.S. media anointed her border. What's that? Khazar. Border. Sorry. What is that? How do you pronounce that? Khazar. She has no such official role. Trump abolished the most right-wing. Right, here we go. What's that word? Border Khazar. Can you read that?
Yeah.
Read that.
The borders are. She was anointed as that. There isn't an official role. You're right, Sean. That's true, because he didn't want to. But they went 3 years without solving it, Sean. That's the problem. And then they decided they want to solve it. But the damage was done. The amount of people and drugs that poured through that border while they were thinking about it is frightening. Now, there wasn't an appointed czar, but all the Democrat media called her that, the czar, the border czar. He did give her control, because I've read a couple of statements that Biden put at the time. He put her in control of the border. That's all. And she was responsible for it. But now they're trying to back away from that, saying, no, it never really happened. But it did. She was in control. And Biden told her he was. And they did kibosh at the end because, yeah, it favours them at the moment to solve it themselves.
Yes, Robert. All right, let me see what I screenshotted this week. Sometimes it's just random screenshots. One sec. Albums, screenshots. What do we get here? Anything? No. One sec. Hold on. No. Oh no, nothing. Normally just whatever. Anything you want to speak about before we been on for an hour and a half? There ain't really much to just trying to think. Anything
No,
else?
yeah. No, man. It's all going off in the world.
There's no football stories or anything really happening of note at all, is there? No signings, not just for West Ham, just anywhere. Robert, apparently he has just arrested a Mexican drug baron who was on the most wanted man list.
Are they?
Big march tomorrow. Come on the Patriots. Okay, what's the march? Where is that, Malk? Everyone's job and how they vote as a politician is listed as US government pardons are listed too. So they are assigned a role. Right. Which cup we're going to win? League Cup or FA Cup or both?
Now you're talking, Sean. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be nice to have a good cup run this year, wouldn't it? Like I say, I believe the league we're mid-table. We're not looking at relegation or anything like that. I think we'll have a fairly comfortable year. If Sean's right and we fucking start challenging for the top 5, well, that would be impressive. But I'd love a cup run. I'd love us to get to a FA Cup or League Cup final. That would, you know what I mean? From going through what we've been in the Premier League last 2 years, and I have honestly struggled to watch it. I even struggled to watch England in that Euros because it was dour to watch. I'd just like to see us have that cup, get in that cup. I'd take the League Cup, mate, anytime. I can take that. FA Cup, preferably. That'd be my fucking choice.
Yeah, because it's been too long since we lifted a trophy. We need another one now, don't we? Really, like.
Yeah, mate. We've got to have a trophy every 3 years now.
Right. So I'd say the march is through London. Tommy, what's his name again?
Right.
Tommy, what's his name again?
Robinson.
Tommy Robinson. That's it. Tommy, etc. So they're marching tomorrow. Freshie says must be one of Tommy's 10 names. March of the Gammons. What does that mean? What's that mean? March of the Gammons.
No.
Yeah, because I know that Tommy Robinson is not his real name, is it?
No, it's not his real name.
Tommy 10 names. Charlie Boy says the FA Cup boys. That'd be nice. That would be nice. Any of the cups, but yeah, definitely FA Cup. Here we go. Right, Yaxley Lennon. Is that his surname? Or is that his full
name?
Or is that his actual name?
Yaxley? Who the fuck come up with that?
I've heard. Is that his name, Fish? Yaxley.
No wonder he's a fucking lunatic. You get a name like that.
We'll be lucky if we win the Betway Cup, says Robert. Last cup we still had the tea bag in, says Malk. Talking about Leeds, Freshie, Malk and Inky are Leeds supporters. Only 3 weeks for the normal service.
3 weeks, yeah. They start before, do they? The championship?
I don't think it's a whole week though. Are they? They might be. Are they a week before the Premier League?
I think so. I wonder what's the boys thinking of Leeds' chances this year to get back up. Fell short
Yeah.
last year. Didn't
Yeah, Inky Mount. What's Leeds looking like? I know that there's still Crescencio might be leaving. I don't know who else has left and who's coming and all of that. Here's his name. Stephen Yaxley Lennon is Robinson's real name. What the hell is Yaxley? Is that like a double-barreled
That's a
surname? Yeah, Yaxley.
Oh, it could be. Yeah, they might have taken the mother's name in there or something.
But what Yaxley though? Where is that from? I've never heard that as a surname. Yaxley.
Yaxley, yeah. Unless it is a surname they've taken from the mother. You know, it could be the mother's maiden name. It's more likely that, one would think.
Crescencio Jimmy Somerville. Jimmy Somerville he's the one from Commodores, is it? Is it Commodores? Jimmy Somerville. Is it
Communards.
Communards. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. He's a real mincer.
Why
Yeah,
don't
he's a
it's
real mincer.
Commodores? That's Communards. That's the name of them.
Yeah, I think that was him, yeah.
I thought it's Commodores. I thought that was the name of the group.
Commodores are the black group in America, mate. With, Dancing on the Ceiling, that guy.
Oh.
Lionel Richie.
Oh, shit.
Lionel
Yeah,
Richie
they
was
are.
a Commodore.
Sorry. So, wait, hold on. Jimmy Somerville. What are they called? What's the name of his group?
Crescencio, I don't know that one.
No. Jimmy Somerville. What's the name? It's not Commodores. You just said it. What's it called? Communard.
The Communards.
That's what they're called. The Communards. I don't know why I thought it was the Commodores, but that's obviously
A bit different from the fucking Commodores, man.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
I've got an old Commodores album.
I think that was my parents mispronouncing it when I was growing up. I remember him, Jimmy Somerville. Look, hey, Freshy's put Lionel Richie was the Commodores.
Yeah, he's right, sure.
He was in Bronchi Beat.
Bronski Beat and the Communards. There you go.
Communards.
I forgot about the other one, the Bronski Beat. Yeah.
Is that a separate group? Or is that the name of the whole thing?
I mean, there were two different groups, and he was named Bronski Beat.
Communards. Actually, it sounds more familiar now. Commodores, Communards. Yeah. You know, I don't normally do predictions when it comes to these, but this season we will finish somewhere above second place.
That'll do it. That'll do it. That's near enough. Yeah, mate, you got to get that top two to get them playoffs.
Right. Malk says, Stephen Yaxley Lennon, his real name. He is a loony for fighting for the raped children and proving it. Labour Communist Council turned a blind eye for money.
Yeah, he did highlight that and got attacked for it a lot. But yeah, they did silence him.
Right, like I said, I don't get into politics too much, but was Tommy Robinson? He would say it's the Muslim grooming gangs when all these paedophilias and these rings and all of that. It's every nation, and
yeah.
Was he? I don't know. Was he solely going after the Muslim, or was he going after paedophiles as a system in this country? Which this country is, paedophilia is worldwide and has been. Jimmy Savile, it was covered up on all. So, is he going after all paedophiles, or is he just targeting Muslim paedophiles?
Well, they would. Well, it was. They're the gangs that they were. I mean, they're all Muslim, and they were grooming gangs, and they've been done for it. And yeah, he highlighted it. What his intentions are is his thing, but who knows?
Yeah.
I love the fucking song I've been listening to this week, right? It's a couple of months old, like that Kendrick Lamar. You know him, the rapper?
Kendrick Lamar, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking brilliant. Not like us.
Yeah.
Against Drake. What a fucking track that is. That is brilliant, man. Really, really good. If ever there was a diss track that just took the gold medal, that's fucking it, man. That was brilliant.
Those two were going at it. Because Drake allegedly has been accused of
like some
stuff like that. Yeah, so but that was like a proper battle. But I think that's not like us and that. Eventually Kendrick sort of that's it, it's done. Like, finished it.
It's brilliant. It was brilliant.
Kendrick Lamar. See, I'm not really a follower of Kendrick Lamar, but he's more of a lyricist. But he actually made a club banger. So that Not Like Us is also something that you can play in the clubs. So it's
Absolutely.
it wasn't just so therefore I think he was quite smart.
Exactly.
He knew, and it's got a West Coast feel to it as well. So he knew this song's going to be a banger, and it's a diss track. So it was like because most diss
I
tracks
think
are not bangers.
he's the only guy who's ever united the Crips and the Bloods on the West Coast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And fucking what a banger, though. And I only watched it yesterday, the live performance he done of it. Fucking hell, man. It's brilliant. And he had Dr. Dre come in and done the first line. I see dead people.
Yeah.
Brilliant. He had fucking basketball players on that stage and all sorts. I wouldn't have known half the names he had there, but they were quite, but all from the West Coast, obviously. No, brilliant. What a bit. I mean, I've heard diss tracks and that, and all they are is that, slagging off someone, and they're never going to be hits or nothing. But this,
that's what I'm saying. He made it. He knew what he was doing. He made it a hit, and it's got a real West Coast feel to it.
I love the beat of it.
Yeah.
The beat's brilliant, and man, and he kept repeating it. He done that first few lines like. And then he said, right, and again, let's go. He done it 5 times.
So, just like I said, they had a few back and forths, but one of the things that Drake tried to claim is that Dave East, I think his name is, which is Kendrick's good friend, he was saying he may well be Kendrick's kid's baby father, and the wife and the missus is cheating with. So in one of his, he dragged out the word East, but Dave E. So he said like E, but he dragged it out. So when Kendrick replied, he said, blah blah blah. He said A minor. Exactly.
And then he was doing a Drake sort of dance move that he was taking the piss out on the stage as well. Fucking brilliant. I thought it was a really good track though. It stands on its own, doesn't it? As a good track to listen to.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah.
Right there, Communard. This is Runaway, Runaway. I think that's a song that was he wearing a white suit in that video? Maybe I'm trying to think. I remember that Jimmy Somerville and I do remember like one song of theirs.
He had a hell of a high pitched voice, man. The boy could hit fucking hard.
He's never said a racist word at all. His mates who are all Muslims. It's the radicals taking the country. He speaks out again. This is the thing. I don't know. I've seen him sit down with black people and black people that was maybe against him because of what they believed, and they've sat down and he's put his side across. But I just haven't watched it, so like I said, I don't really follow too much of any of this. But I know he would divide opinions as to his motives and who he really is. I don't mean his name. I mean, who is he really? What is he really all about? I think he still divides opinions.
One thing he'll stand by is anti-Islamist, no doubt about that. He believes that the extreme Islamists are a threat, and they are. Any group, religious or not, if you see the extreme left to me are a massive threat to society. The extreme right are the same. Whatever way you cut it, you go to the extreme left, they're dangerous, and so are the extreme right. What you need is sensible people somewhere in the fucking middle, to sort the world out. And that's what. Otherwise, you create division, and this is what's happening, I believe, in America. It's created division because the rhetoric's been too far left and too far right. Get it in the fucking middle where sensible people come together and fucking unite, and forget the nonsense that the extreme left and extreme right fucking come up with. That's what you need. But
this is the song. This is the song I remember.
Don't leave me this way. Yes, Harold Morgan and the Blue Notes.
I remember. Was he wearing a white suit or something in that? That's the song I remember growing up of Jimmy Somerville, Communards. That's the only song that I remember.
Yeah, great track. Harold Melvin
song,
and the Blue Notes. Fuck me, they were good.
So they're the original, yeah?
Yeah, they done the original. Do you remember Teddy Pendergrass?
Yeah. I don't know his music, but I know Teddy Pendergrass, yeah.
I forget, and Sean might be able to tell us here, he was in a band before. I forget what band he was in, Teddy Pendergrass.
Teddy Pendergrass.
He had some fucking voice on him, man.
Yeah, because I met there's a lot of comedians back in the day that would reference Teddy Pendergrass and his voice and how he can sort of sing the panties off a woman and all that shit. So yeah, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what was the Small Town Boy was a song, but hardly anyone remembers it. No, that one you just said. Don't leave me. Yeah, I remember that song. Dun, 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 dun.
Absolutely.
Other bloke from the communard is a priest now.
That's right. Yeah, he is. The boy, I've seen him, Sean. Seen him on a couple of interviews there. He comes across really well too. He's either a priest or a vicar, isn't he? And he comes across really well.
Right, Mark says, well, try looking it up. You'd be shocked, and there's no extreme far right active in this country now.
Yeah, probably right.
What a voice, says Robert, talking about Jimmy Somerville. He was in Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Oh, this is
Teddy Pendergrass. Is that why I've got him in there? Because his name's come in my head.
Must be then.
Yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah.
So Teddy Pendergrass sung the original of "Don't Leave Me This Way." Don't Leave Me This Way. Is that the name of the song? Yeah, it is. So he sung the original.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was him. I'm not sure if he was the lead singer of Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes then, or he was just one of the great singers they had in there. I'm not sure. And I heard he ended up in a wheelchair.
Matt's got most of their sounds, so he's got a lot of their music, I think. Okay, so yeah, I follow it all. So I think is he talking about the politics? Yeah. So Malk's saying there is no far right active in this country now.
No, I don't think.
Teddy Pendergrass.
Teddy Pendergrass.
Look, he says he was lead singer, Fico. Yeah, I was thinking he has to be lead singer. Teddy Pendergrass. He
was he? Where's the fucking Harold then? Who the fuck's Harold? It's Teddy Pendergrass, the lead singer.
Harold Melvin and Blue Notes cover.
Yeah. Well, fucking Harold. Harold must have done something. Come on.
Geezer, when you're done on here, go on YouTube and have a look at the Big Push singing "I Shot the Sheriff." You will love it.
But I fucking already watched it about 20 times. It's fucking brilliant, man. It's absolutely brilliant. He's in Brighton, isn't he? That must be 10 years old, is it? I only caught up with it about 6 months ago, and I watched it, and for a live performance on the streets, him and his little band, the Big Push, Ren, that is. This is it was Ren's band. Fucking brilliant. How they done the they had it was Zion, wasn't it? Hip hop and I Shot the Sheriff. He mixed them all in. Fucking brilliant. Really good.
Is it that Ren guy or is that his group?
That's Ren. Ren with his band called The Big Push. Okay. That they used to do a lot of busking then, but fuck me, they're good. Really good. Yeah, I loved it. Really enjoyed it. I enjoy nearly everything Ren does, to be honest. I think the boy's a genius. I really do. I think that tale of Jenny and Screech, fuck me. It's a trilogy of stories. God, the storytelling in that is fucking amazing. And not a nice story either. It's a pretty dark fucking thing, but his guitar playing in it, everything done live in one tune. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's pretty amazing, I think. I think the boy's fucking a genius. I really do.
So Teddy went solo. So yeah, he was the lead singer.
Yeah. I love the boy. I think I love that chalk outlines he done with Chinchilla. I've been listening to that about half a dozen times this week. I just love it. I mean, it's a cracking track.
Right. Robert says The Love I Lost. Is that Teddy Pendergrass? Right. Fresh says Communards also did Never Can Say Goodbye. I bet if I put that on, I remember
Never Can Say Goodbye, girl.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah. But that other one, Don't Leave Me to Say, was the most.
Yeah, I could have been famous for me singing, but
I was gonna say that. You could still
do country instead.
Thelma Houston also done Don't Leave Me This Way on Motown.
All right.
Great sounds, Rob. So Robert's talking about The Love I Lost is who? Is that Teddy Pendergrass?
I don't remember.
Right. So, any final words? Because you lot, Geezer's not here next week. So yeah, we might not be here next week. The season's fast approaching, and yeah, we'll get back to the prediction show. So yeah, we might not be here next week, but right, Kieran could have been a contender for a break dancing medal. He's trying to say that you'll break your bones.
That's definitely not happening, guys. God, mate, they used to have poetry as an Olympic event. Did you know that? Yeah.
Poetry.
Yeah, that used to be an Olympic event.
How many years ago? Yeah, because
I'd say it'd be the turn of the 19th century or the 1920s or something like that. And town planning. That was you got an award for that too. Got a gold medal for town planning.
Town planning. Now look, poetry
in the Olympics
as an Olympic sport would work if they'd done it my way. You'd have Drake representing Canada, Kendrick, and then they're just battling with each other.
It's all good.
You know what's funny? I watched a video the other day. They were talking about battle rap. Somebody, I don't even know who he was. He was talking about certain rappers, the game, or maybe a lot of these rappers have got ghostwriters. So all these people that are in the public eye, they're not necessarily the best rapper or lyricist.
That's true. Yeah, that's
he said. It's funny. He said his plan was always not his plan. The thought he had was every 4 years we have the rap battle Olympics. You get 20 of the so-called best. You give them like 4 or 5 subjects that they're unaware of until they enter that room. No one's got their phone, and now you got a rap based off of the content or the subject matter that they've given you, and then we'll see who is the real lyricist.
You find that out real quick,
yeah, because he said a lot of these people have got ghostwriters, so they're good at performing and they are good at rapping, but they're not actually lyricists. They don't write their own music. You understand? So, yeah. So going back to poetry in the Olympics, it would work in this day and age if they'd done it in a battle format, because you know, you're
it is poetry.
Actually, yeah.
I mean, a lot of rap is poetry. You know what I mean? The more I've got into it, and it's been explained to me by my boy and some of the reactors on YouTube, and they break down the song and you know how layered it is and how clever it is for some of these guys. You go, wow, they are brilliant, and that's why I really sort of fell in love with Ren a bit, because he's an all-rounder. You could, can he rap with the best of them? I think he can. Can he sing with the best? Yeah. Can he play that guitar like fucking hell, man? The boy's an all-rounder.
And he's writing as well.
He's writing and he's storytelling. This boy is a pure. You know, what I mean, if he was signed to a major label, this guy would be one of the biggest things on the planet. I think he's so talented, and he's got it all. But he's an independent, and they don't like to give him too much credit, do they?
Yeah,
I think he's an amazing talent, and I'm sure there's lots of others like that. That's around that are like that, are amazing talents that don't get the recognition they should.
No, they won't. And like I said, a lot of these artists, these big artists, they don't necessarily do it all. You know, like
they don't even play an instrument. Most of them can't even play an instrument. You know what I mean? Might just maybe good with words or good at delivery or their cadence or whatever.
You know, stage presence and all of that. Yeah. Jackson 5, then Gloria Gaynor did Never Can Say Goodbye Before Communards.
Yeah, did they? Gloria Gaynor. God, she had a voice. There's another one. Yeah, hell of a voice. Yeah.
Scooby D2, welcome. Greeks, huh? Have you seen the Monty Python sketch, Philosophy Football? One of my favorite. It's the Greeks versus the Germans, I believe. Have you?
No. Greeks. I haven't seen that. I don't think I have, anyway.
Philosophy Football, one of my favorites. It's the Greeks versus the Germans, I believe. And then Freshie says, laugh out loud. Are we missing something here? Have you seen the Monty Python?
Good night, Scooby, anyway. No, I'm not sure if I have seen that. I've seen most of Monty Python's sort of funny stuff. Ripping yarns. Even though I might take me 10 minutes to tell it, I've got a story about, you know, that Ripping Yarns?
Ripping Yarns? What's that?
That was sort of a Monty Python thing. They've done these stories. And the boys might be able to help me out in my memory. It was the 2 teams up north somewhere. I don't know if it was Yorkshire or what. but they were set in the 1950s, whatever. And they've never won a game ever. This team and whatever. It's just taking the piss out of these guys. They used to, and they were called Barnstonworth.
Yeah.
Barnstonworth, they were called, right? There's a real funny sketches about it. You know, they lose 50 every week and things like that.
Here. The easiest at Barnstonworth United. Haggerty.
There you go. Thanks, Sean. Boy, I knew you'd be on it, man.
Carry on.
Barnstonworth. Right. So what happened here when I first came to Australia, and this was in, say, 1988, I'm playing for the Gold Coast, or Surfers Paradise on the Gold Coast. And there was a team in Sydney, right? All expats, right? All English, British boys, you know? And what they decided to do, call themselves Barnstonworth, right? And they dressed in the 1950s or 20s, you know, the long shorts.
Yeah,
they brill creamed their hair back. And when they scored a goal, they just shake hands. They'd done that for a season.
That was their thing. Fucking hell.
That was their thing, right? And it hit the news. It hit on SBS here. They won their league. And then it was a thing. It was a big thing on the news. You know, eccentric fucking Brits playing this 50 style fucking kits and whatever, brill cream hat, shaking hands and all this. And it was on the news here. So I was playing with Jack Charlton's son there. Charlo, he knew a couple of the guys down in Sydney playing with that team.
Yeah.
So he decided to fucking put together a Barnstonworth United Gold Coast team.
Yeah.
And I was in it. Yeah. And so about 20 of us, we flew down to Sydney, and it was arranged to have a game, meet these guys and have a game against them. And we got sponsored by 4X. They gave us the kits, the long shorts and all that to play a game against them, and the TV turned up. I was on television set. Wow. And we played the game. You know, one of them ridiculous games that everyone's trying to be a 1950 style player. It's funny as fuck, man. But the boys down there looked after us brilliantly. You know, took us around Sydney, organised everything. They were great lads, and we had such a laugh, man. What a weekend. And then it culminated on the Sunday. We played the game against them, and it was something like 6-6. It ended up something like that. But a good laugh, man. Did
their kit have round neck, or did it have collars? Because I'm trying to think, like, what sort of?
I think it was a big collar thing, Kaiser. I think that whatever it was in the era they were depicting, it was that. It was we had a great weekend though. Highlight, man. About 1988, that was. It was great. Great fun. Yeah. And of course, because it garnished a bit more TV fucking interest because Charlo was with us, you know, because it was Jack Charlton's son.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one getting interviewed. We weren't. You know what I mean?
So, he was in the back, like.
Yeah. What about you, Wayne? I'm here. Oh, I was slagging the fuck out of him, man. I was giving it to him.
Yeah. The German Guns, great poem. You know that poem?
No, I don't, man. I don't, Sean. I'd like to.
The best rap sound is the Massad by Grandmaster Flash. Who was one of the, I think one of the originators, wasn't he, of hip hop? Like Prince, there's Scooby. Not seen that Scooby. Haggerty. Oh no, we said this one already, Barnsworth. The Yorkshire Man. It was Michael Palin. Only him and Graham Chapman are nice blokes out of all of them. Out of all of who? Monty Python there. Out of who?
Yeah, I'll tell you out of Monty Python, yeah. Oh. Yeah, they were good.
Michael Palin, that means.
Because, I mean, Monty Python really did give some stick. Yeah, 10 bloody nil. What was one of the lines in here? 10 bloody nil. 10 bloody nil. They lose every week.
So what's Scooby saying? The cast of Monty Python, only those two are nice geezers. Is that what he's saying?
They're the nice guys there. Because they were from up. I think Palin was from Yorkshire, but they used to give Yorkshire a fucking hard time, Monty Python. Loads of it, wasn't it? You remember the one about the homing vultures and things like that? There was skits about that. It's funny. But I think Palin's originally from Yorkshire. But they used to give Yorkshire a hard time. Yeah. But it's all part of it.
Michael Palin ripping
lines, man. It was clever fucking comedy, man. Really took the piss.
How many
Funny.
episodes of Monty Python? Because I swear we spoke
Oh.
about this.
I can't remember, man.
No, we spoke about something. And we said, oh, there weren't even that many, 10 or 12. But maybe it weren't Monty Python. And remember we spoke.
No, that was 40 Towers, wasn't it?
40 Towers. That's it.
It was only the one season, 8 or
So Monty
10.
Python had a lot more episodes. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, then they done their movies, didn't they? And to me, the funniest one of is Life of Brian, because that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Life of Brian, it was brilliant at the time. It was fucking great.
Freshie says the episode was called Golden Gordon. You got to YouTube it, Titch. So is that the football one, or no? Is that the
I
one?
think so. I remember that name, Golden Gordon. Oh man, I wish my memory was better. But yeah,
I will do. I will. I'm going to put it in my phone while we're still here, just so I've typed it in YouTube. Leeds legend Jack Charlton says Scooby.
Yeah, he was Scooby. And I met him. He came out to see his boy, John, a couple of times. And I met him, had a chat with him. And he was a good geezer. Really good geezer.
Jack Charlton was like, he's tall, isn't it? Was he like 6 foot? How tall was he?
Oh, he's tall. Yeah, about 6'3", I'd say.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, tall boy, mate.
Golden Gordon. Monty Python. One sec. Golden Gordon. Ripping Yarns. That's what comes up. Golden Gordon Ripping Yarns. Season 2, episode 2. Golden Gordon. 31 minutes. Is that the one with the Barnsworth? Is that? Yeah.
I think it's Bunsen, but yeah, I think that. If not, there's another one called Golden Gordon. I do remember the Golden Gordon thing.
Yeah,
the name.
Ripping Yarns, season 2, episode 2. Golden Gordon. Hold on a minute. So is Ripping Yarns is not Monty Python then?
Well, it is the Monty Python, Palin and Graham, I think. But, I just related to, because they were Monty Python. They were part of Monty Python with John Cleese and the other guys. But an offshoot of Monty Python, if you like, the Ripping Yarns.
Okay, right, yeah, because I'm not familiar. I know the name Monty Python. Right,
yeah. About what's going on? We went about.
Right, Prince, his first album.
Yeah, it was a talent, that boy.
Did all the vocals and all the producing. My comment related to your talentless musician. Oh, yeah.
That's a bit harsh, Scooby.
No.
I think it's more than
no, it doesn't mean that. It means when you said a lot of these people now don't even play an instrument. When we were saying, yeah, so he's saying.
Yeah. No, Prince was fucking brilliant too. Absolutely. I loved him.
A real artist, yeah.
A real talent, yeah. Real talent, people. Real talent. Yeah.
There's only about 6 episodes of Ripping Yarns. Okay, so Ripping Yarns is right. So I've got the right thing. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
It was just an offshoot of Monty Python stuff, but it was funny as fuck.
So did Monty Python's finish and then Ripping Yarns came out?
Yeah, it came a lot later, I think. I think it came a lot later.
And was
it was in the early 80s, guys. It was mid-80s.
Was John Cleese part of Ripping Yarns or not?
I can't remember whether he was in it or not. He might have been in an episode. I can't remember, to be honest.
All right, here we go. Monty Python. And yes, Michael Palin is from Yorkshire. The others might be funny, but they're not nice people. Graham Chapman was the gay alcoholic one who died, who played Brian.
Yeah, he died, didn't he, Graham Chapman?
Yeah, the football one was called Golden Gordon. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will watch that. Yeah, like obviously, this was like I was born in 1980, so I heard the name Monty Python.
Yeah, it would have been probably. I never watched 5. It. I'm guessing it was the mid-80s. It came out.
Right. See, look, Robert says 9 episodes in total. Is he talking about 40 Towers or Monty Python?
He might be talking about 40 Towers.
Yeah, it must be. Well, we did speak about that.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder could play all instruments as well. He was a genius in music. Or is a genius, yeah. Yeah, because I only ever known Stevie Wonder to play the piano. Like, I didn't know he could play more.
I went to see him here actually. Stevie Wonder.
I think you said actually. I'm sure you've said this before. Where was that?
He was on that. He was in the middle of the venue, right, in a revolving stage.
Yeah.
On the piano.
Yeah, I think
on the piano for a lot of his stuff. Yeah.
Was it good live?
Yeah, he was great. Yeah, he was brilliant, man. His brother was with him because his brother used to guide him to the piano and then guide him back up. He wanted to stand up and sing.
Yeah.
So his brother was there with him. You know, you could tell he was guiding back. And I'm not sure if he was totally blind, geezer, or very bad visually impaired. There was always a dispute about that, whether he was totally blind.
Yeah, there's been comedians that have also referenced that as well. Like, yeah, they've been with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've referenced, about they're not sure either.
There you go. Scooby's bang on there. Yeah. It was like an offshoot of Monty Python, but it was Palin.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Because you lot watched all this, when you were saying, oh, ripping yarns, and I'm thinking, because I've heard of Monty Python, that's it. So then, so now I get it. Ripping yarns was a spin-off.
Because it's amazing how back then, especially I'd say 70s, 80s, comedy, there's so much great comedy came out of universities of Britain. You know what I mean? Yeah. Loads of them. All them boys were, I think, from universities. That's where they, created their fucking craft. And they're funny fuckers, man. Really funny.
All right. Let me just read the comments quickly. I think John Cleese made a cameo in Gordon Barnsworth one. Do not adjust your set, says Robert. On 9 episodes. Oh, 9 episodes of Ripping Yarns.
What's it?
His first instrument was a harmonica when he was a kid, under the name of Little Stevie Wonder, when signed by Motown. So harmonica is what he learned to play first. The boy wonder. Right. So speaking of comedy, and when they come out of university and that, did you ever watch? And anybody in the chat, because I found this hilarious. Did you ever watch Peep Show?
No, I think I fucking remember. I remember the name of it, guys, but I think I'd already gone to Australia and didn't really get it here, so I wouldn't have seen much of it.
That I don't think. No, I reckon you would have come out while she's in Australia, because you've been over there 30-something years, didn't you? So it would have been after that. It would have come out about, I'm gonna guess, no more than 20 years ago, maybe 18 to 20 years ago. But it's hilarious.
It was good. I have heard of it, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
I want to know if anyone in the chat has watched Peep Show, because that was, for me, that I got some real laughs out of that. They do a lot of like the character's there and he's got like, somebody's in his face, and then you can hear him narrating, so he's not actually speaking, he's saying what he's thinking. There's a lot of that in Peep Show. The two main characters, it's a lot of what they're thinking, them saying it out aloud but not saying it. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like, it's what they're thinking is so.
All right.
That was sort of the main thing in that show, was that's how they. Yeah, a lot of it was their thoughts was spoken out aloud by them whilst you're watching it. But hilarious. Peep Show was hilarious. I wonder if anybody here has watched this. Right. Sorry, with writing on the phone, says Matt. No worries about. Yes, I think Robert, I'm hoping he's saying Peep Show. The secret ingredient is crime. Sour hands. Oh, sour. Yes. Super hands. Secret ingredients. Yes, Freshy's watched it. Yeah, I reckon you'd like that, Peep Show.
All right.
And look, Freshy said Peep Show was superb. Like, quality. Like, proper. Yeah.
And something I really missed when I left for Australia, that was 87, right, when I came in, was the comedy. The comedy here on TV or whatever, fucking garbage. I really fucking miss it. It was, and it weren't like you could stream something or watch, look it up. You had whatever the channels were here, and the comedy was fucking drivel. Yeah, now and again you get someone that might be a little bit funny, and that's about it. Fucking terrible. But I missed the comedy. Was so good back then in the 70s and 80s. So good. Even your Sunday night comedy back in the UK, even like Open All Hours or something, they were cleverly written. Even the subtle comedies, they were so good. I mean, I grew up on the fucking Young Ones when I first watched the Young Ones.
Yeah, the Young Ones.
Fucking hell, man. That was out there then. Really out there comedy. It was fucking mental.
Rick
and we had Billy Connolly, Rick Mayall and Ade Edmondson in the Young Ones. And Ben Elton was just a great comedy writer too, and he was a funny fucker himself. Man, there was so much good comedy about then. You love the two Ronnies or Ronnie Barker, and there was so much. Morecambe and Wong.
I used to love watching Porridge. with
Corey.
David, Jason, and Ronnie. What was his name? David, Jason, and
Yeah, Ronnie Corbett and Ronnie Barker. Yeah, Ronnie Barker
was in that. Ronnie Barker.
Yeah. So much good comedy that's lost now. That you don't see it anymore.
I don't really watch any TV anymore.
No, I don't.
One of captions on Would I Lie to You married the lady poker player. Him, who's one of captains on Would I Lie to You?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah, he did. He married her. Yeah, she's nice and all. Fucking, he done well there. The cat. He's punching above his weight with her. She's nice.
Right, here we go. Mitchell and Webb. I think that's the two guys that are in it.
Yeah, I've heard that their name, Mitchell and Webb. Yeah.
Right. So, you lot won't get this, but I remember me and my missus used to watch Peep Show when it first come out. And I think it's Mitchell, the chubbier one with the dark hair. There's one of the scenes in there where he likes this girl. I can't remember her name. He fancies her. And then, like the camera's close up to her face. She's near his face. And then she's trying to put in her hands near his fucking cock. And then his thoughts say, oh, please don't touch my floppy cock like that. Yeah, they're like in his posh voice, yeah. Because he's thinking he's not, but when he please don't touch my floppy cock. But I suspect to my miss, she used to crack up, because he's now thinking, oh shit, she's gonna put her hands on it, and it's not like
that's the trouble. I mean, they'd get away with anything then because it was funny, right? But I'd have to be able to do what they could do then, They'd be fucking cancelled or someone wouldn't like it, and it's pretty hard for them to be what was allowed back then. It's just fucking funny.
He says, a monologue of their thoughts in between action. It was decent. Nah, I think it was more than decent. It was fucking Mitchell and Webb.
Yeah.
Peep Show with David Webb and Robert Webb. Oh shit, they're both Webb?
Mitchell and Webb. If you talk about that Mitchell guy, what's his first name? Mitchell. He's funny. He's a fucking you when he's on Would I Lie to You and whatever. He's such a deadpan sense of humour, but funny as fuck. I think he's brilliant. Forget his first name.
Yeah, I think Would I Lie to You? I don't watch that. I'm sure one of them's on it. The one with the brown hair. I'm sure.
Yeah, that's Mitchell.
Yeah, him.
I just forget his first name.
He's funny.
He is fucking clever, man. That boy's sharp as a tack. Real funny.
Right, Scooby says, how does our down under friend feel about Australia's favourite politician, Sir Les Peterson?
He was great, man. He was great. His two characters were funny, Les Patterson and Dame Edna Everage.
Oh,
he done it. You know what I mean? That's just, they were funny characters. Yeah, they were clever.
Hold on a minute. So Dame Edna, I remember her was played by Les Patterson, and who was the other character?
No, Les Patterson was his other
character. And who was Dame Edna?
I've forgotten his name. Forgotten the geezer's name. But another favourite. He was funny. Fucking Parkinson loved him. Had Dame Edna Everage and Les Patterson on his show many times, didn't he?
Right. It might be a stupid question. Was Dame Edna Everage or whatever, was he gay or not? He just played that part.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Either. I couldn't remember.
A bit like Les Dawson used to do that character of his. The old, that character Les Dawson did of the woman always reminded me of my mother. He really did. He nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
Right, Super Hands was absolutely brilliant character. The one where he gave up drinking and drugs, it's side splitting.
Right.
Yeah, he's another character in.
In Peep Show.
It used to be on Netflix. It's funny. It's got like 4 or 5 seasons. Yeah. It's
I might have to have a look for it, guys, and have a glimpse. And you think it would have dated in its time?
Now, I think if you watch it, you'd probably appreciate that. It's like now it's not like we're in the times now, so it is more backdated. So I think you'd probably appreciate it more. You understand, where it's still got that older type feel to it. It's not. Yeah. Like I said, I think it's at least 15 years old, at least. It might be 20 years old when they first come up with it. I don't know, but yeah. So it's not a new thing. I think you'll like it.
Okay.
2 fictional characters in a fictional university in Dartmouth. Yeah, that's them. Yeah, that's those 2.
Right.
Porridge, Bread, both great. Yeah, I used to like Bread.
Yeah, another good one. Bread. Funny.
What was her name? Lily Boswell. Was that the woman? It was Lily Boswell, wasn't
Boswell,
it?
yeah.
Boswell,
Boswell.
yeah.
Yeah,
David
all good.
Mitchell. Okay, David Mitchell married Vicky.
That's it, David. Vicky Corin, yeah, she's a professional poker player.
Ah,
Very. I think she's sexy as fuck too. He done well there.
right. He says, there you go. Titch has got to watch Golden Gordon. Yeah, and Kieran has got to
I
watch
think so, sure.
I will watch
Yeah.
that. And I can guarantee you will like Peep Show. Victoria Connor Michael. Big Suze. Yeah, that was another one who the blonde guy, he was almost obsessed with this Big Suze. That's what that was some other a girl in there. Was there one where they had a dead dog in a bag on some canal boat?
That sounds funny already, doesn't it?
Is that on? Is he talking about Peep Show? Because I'm not. Yeah, I can't remember that one. I need to. Oh, that's it. Barry Humphries was Dame Edna.
Thanks, Scooby. And I won't forget his name. I think he just passed away recently. He just went. But I think Dame Edna Everett is a brilliant character. Funny as. Really
Chiffon.
good.
Chiffon. I like that word. Chiffon. Sir Les Patterson. Chiffon. Is that how you pronounce it?
He had the big goofy teeth in, then he was all spitting all over the fucking stage. He was a fucking, he's playing a big fat alky type guy.
Yeah, I don't think I know. I know Dame Edna had the purple wig in it. Like
yeah.
I remember Dame Edna, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't think.
No, they were funny. Yeah. Good characters.
Malk says never ever watch Drag Art.
I would like Les Dawson and Dame Edna. They weren't really drag. It was just the characters that they played. It was brilliant.
If you've never watched Early Doors comedy, I recommend that. Early Doors. It sounds familiar, but definitely. I don't think I've watched, but it sounds familiar. Was that a series as well? Early Doors. It sounds familiar, but I've not watched it. Lie low, Little Freddy's bit on the side. What's that? Do you know what that means? Lie low, Little Freddy's bit on the side. You talking about Freddie Mercury? Little Freddy's bit on.
Lilo Lil. Lilo Lil. I remember that name, Lilo Lil.
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought you said Little Freddy's. Lilo Lil.
No, Lilo Lil. I remember that name as a character of something. I forget what. No. Forget what.
I like Black Books. Dylan Moran, Bill Bailey was quite a while ago now. I like Black Book. Is that the name? Is that another TV thing? Black Books. Dylan Moran.
Yeah, I'd say I wouldn't have got that here, man.
Barry.
I know Bill Bailey. I've seen him on a few things, but
I think I know who Bill Bailey is. The word chiffon made him spit more. Am I pronouncing it right? Chiffon.
Oh man.
Sir Les Patterson, a drunken sexist chauvinist. Funny though.
That was one good thing about.
That's it. Lilo Lil.
Lilo Lil from Bread.
Yeah.
Right. One thing about Parkinson, mate, he loved comedians, didn't he? He loved getting comedians on. Some of the funniest things when Billy Connolly went on there and that, it's hilarious, man. And Dame Edna and all the best comedians he wanted to interview because they were funny as fuck. Man. Did
Lilo Lil have like a red-haired wig or something like that? Did she wear like a?
Oh, I can't remember.
Like it was not red, but like ginger. But like, did she wear a wig? And it was. Am I thinking of Lilo? I swear. Now that you've said it, and she used to always be chewing gum. Lilo Lil, and it's like a red hair wig, but not red like Ronald McDonald, but like red, not ginger, but red hair. Tell me if she wore a red hair wig. Lilo Lil, I'm sure that's. Yes, name of the show, Black Books. Okay, there was a show called Black Books.
Okay.
Lilo Lil the Tart. It's inky. Freddie Boswell's bit on the side in Bread. Yeah, did she wear?
Oh, right, that's what it is. Freddie Boswell.
Did she wear red and like a red wig or maybe? Yeah,
it's so long ago since I saw Bread, guys. Fuck me, I can't remember it, but I remember I liked it.
Yeah,
I can't remember all about it.
Was that
like I thought? Eric Morecambe. I think it was fucking genius. Fucking another one who's just so funny. He didn't have to do anything. He didn't have to do anything to be funny. He was just had that fucking charisma about him, and just one look made me laugh with that boy. He's so clever.
No, this is the one I think. Ava, this is the one. Did she have a red wig?
Aileen.
Lilo Lil, was she just no one ever saw her, or did we actually see her? But
Oh yeah, I'm
Aveline-
starting to think that. Wasn't that just a character that they said, and
yeah,
it was
I
never
think so.
really a character?
I think Aveline. Now he said, did Aveline have Freddie? Yeah. And she used to chew chewing gum and like a red hair, but it was blatantly a wig and that. Tell me if Aveline, she was the wig one, and Lilo Lil was just some mate. Like no one ever saw her, did they? This is all off memory, look. Because remember, I was like a kid. Aveline had red hair, I believe. And yeah, Lilo Lil was just a name out there. No one ever saw her.
Was fucking Eric Morecambe out of Morecambe or Blackpool? I think that was. Or it came from Morecambe. That's how I ended up with that name. I'm not sure.
Tell me if Lilo Lil.
Yeah, man, I don't think you can get the comedies we grew up with ever again. They're so good. The boys were so good at writing. So many back then. So many. And I always thought you had that sort of more of a risque thing on a Friday or Saturday. Sunday was like your Sunday night comedy, sort of family comedy.
Yeah.
But they're all so clever. It's just so well written. Oh, Paul O'Grady, was he?
Was Lilo Lil? Go to bed tonight. What did you say?
Oh, he was Lilo Lil.
Say it again? Yeah, in a minute. Go to bed.
He was a Scouser, wasn't he? Paul O'Grady.
Paul O'Grady. Pete show episode with the dead dog was called Holiday. Did he end up eating it? See, I can't remember that. I did watch all of them. Right? I'm just typing on YouTube if it's still there or not.
That's normal. That's normal. Sure. To eat the dog on holiday.
Right, you've got Netflix in it.
Yeah.
All 9 seasons are on Netflix of Peep Show. You
fucking 9 seasons.
Yeah,
Jesus, I'll come back to you next year.
3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 6 episodes per season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give it a look.
Their episodes are normally like about 30 minutes long, I think. 26 minutes, 25. Yeah, they're about 25 minutes long. So,
okay.
Trust me, it's good. And yeah, and because you'll like it. I think.
I mean, there's so many the breaks. I think the young ones it was so typical of the time, right? When you had punk music just hit the floor, and next thing the young ones are there. Hey, what comedy show would you have where you got a band in the middle playing like Madness?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the middle of what? What kind of a fucking comedy is this? Like, we got a live band playing in the middle of it.
Yeah,
it was fucking
crazy.
Brilliant. It was genius. Really, I remember Madness being on it. It was a load of good bands on it. I think Thin Lizzy, was the Thin Lizzy on it? Maybe not. I'm not sure. But they, it was mental. There was so much scope then for a comedy, and the young ones was brilliant. Rick Mallade Edmondson, was it Nigel Planer? I always forget the little Cockney spiv in it. I always forget his name. But
what was the dopey one in Young? Was it called Neil or something? Was it with the long hair? Was his name Neil?
Neil, yeah, that was Neil. Nigel Planer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Neil. Right, sorry. So no, this says laugh out loud. Lily Savage. He's put Scooby. You're right. So Lily Savage was played by.
Yeah, Lily Savage was.
I think Lilo Lil never had a face to her. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. It was just something they mentioned all the time.
Yeah, always. Oh, that fucking Lilo Lil. Yeah, but I don't think she was ever seen. And who cared about Mike? Don't forget about Alexi Sal. Sorry, and who cared about Mike?
Yeah, Alexi Sal used to be in Young Ones here and there. I know you weren't a full time, but he was a funny fuck. Another Scouser, wasn't he? Quite funny as fuck. Mike, yeah, that was his name, Mike.
Right,
Always forget it.
A woman named Pollock played Lil in Bread.
Okay. All right.
Pollock. What? Lilo Lil? Jerzy Belowski. What's this? What's that? I've heard that name before. Jerzy Belowski.
That rings a bell.
Yeah, that name sounds familiar. Ah, she was She was seen. Crikey, redhead. Yeah, so I remember redhead in Bread. But I think that was Aveline. I think she was the redhead. Crazy redhead. I think Aveline was the crazy redhead. And Lilo Lil was just just a name. But yeah, you need to. I'm gonna watch. I've got that. I typed it in. You need to start watching Peep Show.
Yeah. I want to watch that documentary Charlie Boy was on about as well.
Oh yeah, when this finishes, when this finishes, I'm gonna put the link to that in this because you can't do it when you're live. I don't think.
Okay, do that. Yeah,
I don't think you can. I'll put that in. That's so. Yeah, you lot. The link for the Dirty Cops in Brooklyn from Charlie. I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna watch what Freshie has recommended, and Geezer, you need to get on Peep Show. Trust me. Right. Alexis Sells' character was called Jersey Belowski in the Young.
Oh, was it?
Okay, yeah, that's why the name sounds familiar.
All right.
Alexis Sells' character in Young. Belowski. Right.
I think he had more than one character in it. Yeah, over the stint of it. And do you know one of my claims to fame back in the day, Geezer? And it was after the first series of The Young Ones. I was working in Islington, North London. And there was a pub right next to, I think it was Highbury and Islington Station. I can't think. Anyway, we're working on this street. We were refurbing houses. But the walk to the tube station, there's a pub right next to it. And I went into the pub, a couple of my brother-in-law and another geezer. We'll have a pint before we get on the tube. And I got in there, and who would fucking walk past me, right, was Rick Mail. Wow. And my brother-in-law said, "Oi, isn't that the geezer?" I didn't see him. So is that the geezer that you like on that ridiculous show? Because he weren't into the other ones that you watched. And I turned around, and it was Rick Mail. And I went, fucking hell. And I said, all right, Rick. He went, all right, mate. And he just had half a pint, right? I said, oh, you live around here? And he said, yeah, I've got a place just up the road. And blah, blah, blah. I said, what are you doing here? He said, the curry house was next door, so I've just ordered a curry. And I sort of said, yeah, what are you getting then? I'm sort of a bit stuffed. What are you getting then? Well, that's a stupid question. But he rolled his sleeve up like that, right? He wrote, and in biro was written the order inside of his arm.
Oh, shit. It's crazy, though. You've asked him a stupid question. What are you getting?
And he does that, yeah.
He's got it on his, that's nuts.
Yeah, he is fucking mental. He's a bit weird. And, that was my claim. People wouldn't believe me when I told them. I met Rick Mail yesterday because it was so popular, so big, the show at that time. And I got the meeting. Yeah, that was my claim to fame.
That's it's funny. Mail. Right, hold on. So, Scooby says, please put link for Philosophy Football. That's not the thing that I'm watching. What link is that? Philosophy Football? That's not that thing I'm going to watch, is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, what link is that, Matt? Scooby, sorry. Please put the link for Philosophy Football. That's not the thing I'm going to watch on YouTube. I'm watching the thing that Freshie recommended. One sec. I'm watching Ripping Yarns, Golden Gordon. What is that Philosophy Football link? Sorry, Scooby. Right. Mar Boswell started saying walks around with a mattress on her back. Oh shit. Mar Boswell started saying. See, I don't remember her saying that. That's funny.
Yeah, was it? Yeah, that became a saying, didn't it? Walking around with a mattress on the back. It did become a saying. I don't
remember that. Got to ask. I tune in late. Never been here before. It's a bit of a goofy thing, ain't it? No. So who do you support? I'm Leeds United, obviously. We're West Ham.
We're West Ham.
So yeah, Malk, obviously an Inky Leeds. You Inky. Me, Geezer, Charlie Boy, Freshie. Lawrence is not here anymore. West Ham. Yeah. So West Ham and Leeds predominantly. But
it's basically a mix, Scooby, mate. And you're very welcome, mate.
Of course.
It's basically a mix between Leeds and West Ham.
As it's your first time, normally when the season's going, we do a prediction show, and then the follow-up week we work out everybody's scores and all of that. We're only speaking about we had a bit of politics and music and TV and that because it's just we're putting on a show because the season's done. We're not speaking about transfer rumors. So normally every Friday we do a prediction show where it's all fun and games. You know, we see who gets the most points the following week and all of that. So hopefully you could take part in that, and the season obviously will start. It is the Premier League, but we always do Leeds' match as well. So whoever Leeds are playing that week, we include that in it. So it's normally 11 games. So yeah, that's what we normally do. So it's not normally talking about comedy shows and all of this. But sometimes
it's very random at the moment, Scooby, mate. We'll talk about music, politics, see if we get cancelled, and that's all it is.
Malk says, never watched Young Ones. I was one of the lucky ones. I only laughed at humour. Don't find loudmouth craps.
No, because it was a fucking London comedy. That's why Malk won't watch it. Okay, that's it.
Oh yeah, it's on YouTube. It's Monty Python sketch. It's about 4 minutes long. I'll find that. So Monty Python football philosophy, is that what it's called? Oh
yeah, right. I don't know that one, Scooby. I don't. To be honest.
Philosophy football was a Monty Python sketch, right? So let me just click on that video that Sean recommended.
Unless I might have bloody seen it. Didn't know what it was called either. That could be a case.
Football philosophers, is it? No, it's not. Philosophy football. Right. I'll click on that. So yeah, I'll put that link in as well. Scooby. Cheers.
Do you know they were so good when I watched Life of Brian? I watched it about 6 times, and I was still finding other things that made me laugh. You know what I mean? You miss just watching Life of Brian once. There's so much more.
Was that a series, Life of Brian?
No, that was a movie, Geezer. If you've never watched Life of Brian, you should watch it.
Life of Brian.
You've never watched it. You've never seen that.
It's not really.
It's about the birth of Christ.
Is it a comedy film? Oh no.
Oh, it's comedy as fuck.
Okay.
Brilliant. All the Monty Python in it, John Cleese and Palin and Graham, and they're all in it, and it's funny as fuck. It's just taking a piss out of it all. It was really, really good. Oh, you've got to watch that.
Is it called Life of Brian?
Life of Brian. It's one of the funniest fucking comedies I've ever seen as a movie. I think it's brilliant. There's so much.
Okay. That's on YouTube as well. Life of Brian.
Yeah, I think it is now.
1979.
I think I've watched it probably a total of 20 times by now, but every other year I sort of think, fuck it, I'd like to watch that again. So many funny things in it. It's taking a piss out of the whole era, even the Romans, and what have the Romans ever done for us. And it's really clever. Funny stuff.
Cheers, that man Harris. Love Harry Redknapp, says Scooby. Thought you had been in here, Scooby. Good lad, Scooby is, lads. No, he ain't been here before. Then I thought he knew Freshie. Thought they knew each other, obviously. Yeah. One sec. I'm a model, aren't I? Was Adeline's catchline. I'm a model, aren't I? Yeah. I remember her. She was the one with the red hair, chewing gum. London Starn makes sense then. Peter Cook and Dudley Moore. I like Derek and Clive.
Fuck me, Robert. I've still got albums downstairs of them. Because like Derek and Clive were fucking brilliant. Peter Cook, Dudley Moore, fucking genius. Especially, I'd say Peter Cook, the boy. Oh man, that was outrageous comedy for its time. Outrageous, but funny as fuck.
He is the Messiah.
He's the Messiah.
Bloody Spurs. So yeah, Archie Gray's gone to Spurs. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay, etc. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay, etc.
That's a Monty Python sketch.
Oh. Yeah. Monty Python and the Holy Grail, first movie. Monty Python's Life of Brian, second movie. Okay. And Monty Python's Meaning of Life, third movie.
Was it in the middle Life of Brian, Sean? I thought it was after the first two, Holy Grail and the Meaning of Life. All right. Yeah, I think Life of Brian was. Holy Grail, that's just out there. It's fucking mental. I just thought the Life of Brian was just fucking hilarious, man. Yes. Oh dear.
Cook as a judge as the Secret Policeman's Ball is on YouTube too. That's worth a watch. Maybe 10 minutes ish. Peter Cook as a judge. Secret Policeman's Ball. See, there's so much.
Yeah, I used to do that. That's a yearly thing, wasn't it? The Secret Policeman's Ball.
Awesome. Malk says Derek and Clive, they were pissed doing that recording.
They were fucking hammered, geezer. They were fucking. I don't think it was just booze either, to be honest. But they were good, man.
You look, we're going to end the show. We've gone over 2.5 hours. It's funny.
We had nothing to talk about.
We had nothing to talk about. And the reason why I need to wrap this up is because clearly we could carry on just going and going and going. But yeah, I'm glad that we got on to actually talking about saying that everybody was familiar and interested because that's the only thing. This time of the season, there was nothing really to talk about. Listen, next week we might not be here.
I didn't say Sean and Scooby. Well done.
Yeah. We've been, since we started going live on the channel, we've been here religiously every Friday. So next week will probably be the first time.
I'm done because I've got these visitors coming, and I don't know what the itinerary is yet. They come Tuesday night. It's my nephew's wife and the daughter. My nephew passed away, so they're over in Australia, and I'll be there. They're there till next Monday, so it could be awkward for me to do it Saturday morning. But if I find the itinerary works that I could do it for an hour, I'll try my best.
All right. So you look.
We'll leave it at that.
If Geezer's available, which he probably won't be, then we'll go live, even if it is just for an hour or 45 minutes. If not, then we won't be here next week, but we'll be back the week after, and then it's not long before the season starts. Appreciate you lot as always sticking with us as well. I'm glad that we found like more stuff to talk about that everybody sort of had a interest in.
Interesting. See if Charlie Walsh is still listening.
What we've been distributing swords. There's no basis for government. Cheers all. Nice one, Inky. Told my lad you both said congratulations on the wedding, and he said and congratulations once again as well.
It must have been a good weekend, Malk, was it? It would have been good.
Has there only been bloodshed over the railway's logo yet? Over the railway logo yet? Is this more from the Monty Python, or is this? So chuffed to catch up with Titch again. Nice one, mate. You, Kieran. Listen, Freshie, man. I'm glad. Your Frankel's thing popped up on the screen. Oh, Adam Frankel subscribed. Then not long after, Fresh Field, I was like, yes, miss you lot.
But he don't miss a trick, mate. He even spotted my Jose Feliciano mug, so he's sharp as fuck.
Who is that?
He's Jose Feliciano.
Yeah, who is he?
He was in a band in the 60s, 70s. Great guitarist, and Sean noticed it. I must have been on when I was at West Ham Network. He noticed it, and I've been using that mug for about 2 years. And I went to see him. I took Kieran to see him. It's actually got on the back. I didn't remember what year, but it was 2018. He'd done a concert here on the Gold Coast, and I took my boy to see him because he was into the guitar. I'd bought him a guitar, so we'll come and listen to this old boy. And man, he's fucking brilliant. You know what I mean? Sort of plays Spanish guitar and whatever. He had a few hits in the day, nothing major, but he had a few hits in the day. So, and it's amazing that Sean picked it.
Yeah,
he's the only person that picked up what that mug was. And there you go. That was 6 years ago. I went to see him, took the boy there, and it was all people of 60 years old at the concert bar. My boy, he was about 14 or 15.
Right, Mount says great week. C. Jose Feliciano, is that it? Is famous for the song Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. But Yeah, it was good and really good. It was a good concert. I enjoyed it. It was, but yeah, Sean's pretty clever.
What group? He asked. What group was he part of?
Fuck them all now, man.
Merry Christmas, says Robert. Right, you lot. Much appreciated as always. And Freshie, I'm glad that you're back. And yeah, we are basically on every Friday at about 10 o'clock. Sometimes I do schedule it like quite late, as in 5 p.m. or whatever. But yeah, we're always on. I'm going to try and get back to being a little bit more active, but at the very least, and I've made a promise that, yeah, we do every Friday, and we have done that. So yeah, you know, and every time you're available, jump in. And like I said, with the prediction show, we're going to try and accumulate the scores over the whole season. So, you know, the more you're here, the more points you get and all of that. It's all fun and games, but yeah, it just keeps people sort of engaged.
Yeah. And the record score, Sean, in case you're wondering, last year was 100 points, and that was me.
Yeah. And that can never be replicated because we've changed the format. So yeah, it's a whole new sort of scoring system, but it's simple. It's very simple, but yeah, it's good the following week when we work out who's got the points and all of that. Anyway, oh shit, look, he always comes.
Yeah.
I think Darren's here from the start, and when he knows, right, they're definitely finishing now, then he jumps in just to try and leave us on for another hour.
It's pretty early morning there for Darren in Bangkok,
Thailand. Yeah. Darren, as always, man, good to see you.
Good to see you, Darren.
Yeah, we almost finished way before this at an hour and a half, so like maybe an hour and 20 minutes ago. We're still here, but we are all leads are we, says Scooby. So Kieran, score for 1 week don't matter.
It does to me, Robert. It does to me, Gozer. Because all I cared about for the rest of the season then was no one beating it.
Yeah.
So it mattered to me.
That's funny.
Dear.
Yeah, Darren, good to see you. I hope you're well. I hope the family's well. And unfortunately, yeah, we are literally going off air, but we'll be back. If it ain't next week, we're back the following week. And then, yeah, we're here every Friday at the very least. Any final words before we say laters?
No, it was a good chat. I didn't expect to be here at this time, but that was a good chat. The comedy section dragged it out a bit. There you go. Good to see you, boys. Good to see Shawnee there, and Scooby. Good to see you too, boy.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Scooby. And yeah, like I said, every Friday, maybe not next Friday, but other than that, we're here. Hi, Darren. Bye, Darren, says Malk. Right, you lot, we're gone. We will see you maybe next Friday if Jesus is available. If not, definitely the following Friday. Ciao. I'm gonna watch West Ham Random. That's the first thing I'm gonna watch after I finish up here. Nice one, Freshie. Good to see you as well, man. I'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. Later, everyone.
Bye bye.